Hey, what up, what up, baby? Hey, it's your boy G, man, and we're back on with Talking with G and my guys, man. Uh, we have a great show ahead of us today, man. Uh, Championship Sunday is on and popping. Uh, Football season's coming down, man, to the end of the season, man. Four teams left. Hey, this is to go to the big dance, the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay, man. Uh, Four of the best teams out there right now. Um, it should be a great Sunday uh, football day, man. So I'm excited. You all should be excited as well. I'm sure if you're watching this podcast, this show, man, you are excited as well. Like you love football, so you're definitely at where we are, where I am. So absolutely, man. We get my boy Corey on, my co-host Corey, and Mike Prince should be joining me in a second, man. So we got some great things ahead of for the show. So I can't wait for you all to tune in. Thank you all for listening and watching and viewing and commenting. Is greatly appreciated. Remember to like, subscribe, follow on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook at Talking with G. And we have my other co-host on, man, Mike Prince. What's up, my G?
So, dog, what's going on with you today, boy?
Boy, you know I'm chilling, dog. I'm chilling. Ready for this thing to go down today.
Yes, sir. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's gonna be great football today, man. It's gonna be. We haven't seen anything like this in a while, man. Two
Yeah.
great quarterbacks, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, Jason Allen. Man, it's gonna be great.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gonna be
Oh
great.
yeah. Oh yeah. We got our first viewer, man, Stephon Singletary, my dog. What's up, big boy? You good, fam? Um, so yeah, we waiting on Corey to get on, man. Yeah, we got some great stuff, man. We got some great stuff ahead of us, man. We got two new segments, man. We introduced to the show, kicking it with Corey yesterday, and today we got another one, man, that we're adding to the show, man, and it's called Princess Dimes.
Yes, sir. Dropping
Yes, sir.
dimes on a dog like a
We gonna
basketball. You dropping dimes on
dropping them dimes. So I'm excited. I'm excited to
them.
see and hear what you got in store for not just me, man, but our viewers.
Yeah,
So
for the viewers too. Yeah, we got some hard hitting questions to see if somebody can come up with the answers we got. And I got a little something for you and Corey today, man. I got a little
okay,
something for you,
okay,
Corey, but I'm gonna break down a little bit later. Got some
okay,
hard hitting questions for y'all to see exactly what y'all knowledge is about, which y'all got great knowledge, but we're gonna see what's up. I'm gonna put y'all to the
okay.
test.
And I got a little game I want to introduce too, man. Not introduce, but I want to add to it today too, man. A
Yeah.
little over and under, man, and get y'all
Okay,
thoughts on this
okay,
thing.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We got my boy Stephon. He already put his pick in, dog. He
Oh,
he
oh,
he
what's that pick? What's
my
that
man,
pick?
he got Brady already, dog. Before we even get started,
Uh,
my man coming out with Brady on
uh.
top already. Yeah,
Mm.
he
See,
going he
that's
going with the
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
yeah he
talking.
going with the goat. That's the excitement that this day has for everybody that's a football head or a sports head. You know, this is go time. You know,
Yes, sir.
this is what you play for, man. These are the
Yes, sir.
days you play for. So,
This
uh,
this what you played from childhood
yeah,
to
yeah.
high school to college
Mm-hmm.
to pros to live for these days, and only the greats can do it, man. This
That's
this this,
right. That's
this is
right.
what we watch for. This is what we live for. Yes, sir. I'm
Absolutely,
excited. I'm ready to go
absolutely,
today. Unfortunately, I ain't
absolutely.
cooking nothing on the grill because I'm be watching football, so they
Yeah.
got to go for their own and order something.
Look, the wife said, "You ain't been on the grill in a while, man. So you gonna do something today?" Like, yeah, it's a
We
little
ain't got
late,
time
man.
to be hanging
Yeah,
outside and watching the
you
game at the
missed
same
out.
time. I'm sorry. Hey, at the football season, we might be able to get it in between a couple of NBA games. But other than
Yeah,
that, no, sorry.
yeah.
Sorry,
So
hon.
we got another co-host on, man. It look like my dog Corey's on the move. Let's go ahead and add him to the stream. There
Fellas,
he
what
is.
it do?
What it do, baby?
Yeah,
Welcome back to
what
the
it do?
show.
Big Prince, what's happening? Big G,
What's
how you
up,
doing?
bro? What's up, bro? What's up, cuz? How you doing, dude?
Same with everything, bro. You know how you know how I do.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
good.
Yes, sir. Hey, so y'all, let us introduce ourselves, man. This will be uh the first time we've all, I guess, been introduced to everybody, to the world, man. This is gonna be the new cast, dog. So I'm your boy G, um, Prince,
Yes, sir.
and that's my dog Corey, man. I'll give you a
What's
little
happening?
background on these guys real fast. That just my part. I've been knowing Prince for probably over 30, over
Ooh.
30 years now.
Yeah, about 30.
Um,
Yeah, 30
yeah,
going on 35 years.
yeah. Grew up together, man. He's been like the guy who's always watched over me, kept me protected. Uh, they was like my big brothers, man, growing up. Um, so he's been a special part of my life for years, man. And then we kind of lost contact and then got back together recently, man. And he's in Georgia now. You know, or he's been in Georgia for a while, but he's in
Yes,
Augusta.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
and so we've been able to link up a couple times, man. But
Yeah. It's
we
on
came,
now.
yeah, it's on now. We came to the show, man, and
Yes, sir.
we got together and did this thing, man. So this
Yes,
is
sir.
this is awesome. Uh, and my boy Corey, man, I've been knowing Corey now, shoot, about 2 years, right,
About 30
Corey?
months.
About 2 3 years.
Look, about 30 months. Hey, wait.
About 30 months, yeah, about 30 months, man. You know, but it feel like 30 years.
See, about 30 minutes.
uh, we
I
immediately
gotta get my
clicked, man,
30
when
in.
we met, dog.
That's
Yeah,
all right. That's all
we,
good.
we
Hey,
immediately
all
clicked, man,
time is
when we
good
met.
time.
The guy is one of the most humble, loyal, uh, just the coolest cats you'll ever meet, man. The guy has a spirit about him that is always positive. Um, it doesn't seem like the guy has a bad day. Um, and like I said, he's just he's what you want around you when you're out and about, man. And this cat
Appreciate it, man.
I've been working with him now, like I said, for a couple years, man, 30 months. Uh,
Yeah.
Thirty
it's
for
been
30.
great, man.
30 for
I had
30.
one guy tell me at the job, man, that there's a couple people at the job that just has a piece about them, and Corey was one of the people they named.
Cool.
He just
Right, man.
he's that type of guy, man. Besides him being a Falcons fan,
Yeah,
he's a
besides
cool dude,
that.
man. You know,
Besides that.
I love that dude. I love that dude. So y'all can say a
That
little something
blue.
about yourselves if you want to, man. Tell a little bit more, but that's just my take on it all.
Sure. I
Go ahead,
add,
Corey.
man. Let me tell you. When I first entered, like I said, in our workplace, he and my cousin has been they've been working together for a long
Yeah.
time. And when I came into the fold, he was one of the first names he told me to get, to get myself next to. If you want to graft yourself to anybody, say, listen, go holler at Galen. You know what I'm saying? And the other one was Vicky. You know what I'm saying? Vicky Green. So, but
Mm-hmm.
since day one, my man been straight up and down. Always kept me in the right direction. Like I said, it's always been positive interaction when we speak to each other. When we, when we do our thing at work or whatever, it's always been that way since day one. And I want to say, man, listen, it's a pleasure working with y'all fellas. Prince, you know what I'm saying? I hear you talk. I love your energy. It's a pleasure to do this, man.
Hey! I say it's a pleasure to do this with y'all, man. And I said I know we known Galen. I know Galen since childhood. So we grew up together. We went through a lot of things together, man. And I'm just proud to be here with him. For him accepting me to be on this podcast, and we're gonna do great things, man. And we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. We got much love in this. We're gonna see where this takes us. So
Yes,
we're
sir.
gonna get
Yes,
it.
Facts,
sir. Yes, sir. Well,
facts. That's what's
shoot.
up, man.
Let's get this thing going, fellas. Let's get this thing
Get it,
going.
man.
Hey, so my boy Stefan, he made his picks already, man.
No, actually, not
He
today.
made his picks already. He got Brady going in the NFC, and he has Pat Mahomes over Allen. So I like his pick already. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there early. I like that pick already. So, um, Well, we're gonna backtrack a little bit and talk about yesterday, man, because we didn't get Prince on. So we want to get a couple hot takes from Prince, man, and see what you got to say about a couple things we talked about yesterday, Big Mike.
Okay.
So we started off talking about the Eric Bieniemy thing yesterday, man, not being picked up.
Yeah,
Give us your
disappointing.
thoughts on that, big dog.
Well, man, I think it's real disappointing, man, because he's proven himself. And why should you have to win 2 Super Bowls in order to get a head coaching job when there's head coaching jobs to guys that didn't win any Super Bowls? They didn't even make any NFC or AFC championships.
Mm-hmm.
They hasn't had a proven record even in college, and you get a head coaching job.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I don't think this ruling rule is really working out. I think this ruling rule is just something that they can say, well, at least they gave them an effort. No, it don't work that way, man. I mean, if you see somebody's potential, you should jump on it. You should take advantage of it. I mean, Airbnb, man, has just been outstanding. I mean, he's taken Patrick Holmes to the level to look at the contract he got.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he didn't get that just by himself. He got that because of the offensive tutelage of his offensive coordinator.
Right.
So, it's the fact that it's just showing no respect. But, we've seen this same story. We've gone on the same thing for I don't know how many years. So hopefully this year will prove something. Somebody open somebody's eyes to show that, hey, this man needs a head coaching job. But I like the way he explained himself. He's not really worried about what's going on with himself. He's worried about what his team is going to do right now. So you got to do nothing but respect that, bro.
Yeah. Corey, you got anything to add to that? I know we talked yesterday about it, but you got anything to add to that today?
Yeah. To add what he's saying, as much as I heard him say, I respect that. Listen, man, this dude has worked tirelessly hard, man. I explained it last night. He did the same thing with Alex Smith before he got hurt.
Yeah.
That offense did the same thing, but just a whole lot better through Mahomes. But it did the same. It worked the same way, playoff bound. This guy has proven that he at least needs more consideration. You know what I mean? Like I said, and this is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Though we know we got some good head coaches out there that deserve to have a shot. They always gotta jump with what some of these other coaches have to just walk through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They gotta fly. They gotta, like you said, you gotta have 2 Super Bowl appearances. You gotta have all kind of extra just to say that you're getting a shot here.
Yeah.
There's no reason. I'm not saying that Arthur Smith isn't, worthy of the job. But there's no way that the Atlanta Falcons, with all the problems that we've had in the past, there's no way we shouldn't have taken that job seriously, or taken him a little bit more seriously with the interview process. Atlanta Falcons, we interviewed him, but they only did it via Skype or what is it, a Zoom meeting for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes, bro.
That wasn't serious, man. That wasn't serious.
Right.
It's the same with the Detroit. The same with the Detroit hiring.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, man. This dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, he's not proven as Airbnb.
Well, they
right.
I read today that Houston is calling them back for a second interview today, after the game today. So he'll be back. Him and actually Leslie Frazier are the two going
Heard
back.
about Leslie Frazier,
Yeah, I heard about Leslie Frazier too, man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. A lot of these guys that they gave head coaches 2 positions to this year at all the 6 teams.
Mm-hmm.
What have they really proven, man?
Yeah.
What have they really proven?
And I hate that it's Houston, because Houston, I don't think Houston has a way.
No, because he's not going to have a quarterback. He's not going to have a quarterback. I wouldn't even take that job. I'd stay with Kansas City. I wouldn't even take that job, bro. Because your star quarterback is not guaranteed to even be there. So what you going to do? Rebuild something to get fired the second year?
He's setting up for failure. Right.
But check this out. I think they're interviewing him because he had already, like they're trying to keep their quarterback. They're trying to make sure that Deshaun don't leave, because Deshaun wanted him to have an interview 3-4 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? I think they're trying to make sure that they keep, Deshaun Watson happy. That's the only reason why. And I wouldn't want Bieniemy to get a job that's second tier, when they didn't want him in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Now they're trying to put water on this dumpster fire that they got. And
but if Deshaun wants him, he better do everything they can to get him.
Yeah, man.
They better
Without a
do
Yeah, man.
doubt,
everything they
bro.
can to get him, man. Because
Sure.
if Deshaun go, Houston really don't have anything. Like
Mm-hmm.
they really gonna be in trouble.
Yes,
Really.
sir.
Watts already talking about leaving too, right?
Yep.
Who is?
Watts. They were
What?
talking about
Oh,
something
Watts
about
talking about
Watts.
leaving
JJ
You
too?
know,
Watt.
yeah.
Whoa.
He didn't necessarily come out and say it, but you know, he
Uh,
tried to just dump the fire too.
yeah, there's
So
rumblings. Yeah, there's rumblings in over. You know what? Where there's
without a
smoke,
doubt,
there's fire. So
right,
yeah. So
right.
okay. We got a couple new viewers watching, man. We got Chuck Charles Littlejohn on again. Uh, loyal listener. Um, Washington football team fan. Got my cousin
Yeah.
Squad on. We got Stephen Sanders on, man. Another cowboy. What up, big dog?
What up,
We
big
got
dog?
That was up.
Dwayne Happel watching, dog. ATL's finest. Uh, watching as well, man. So I appreciate you all viewing, bro. All right, so we talked a little bit about Haskins, man. Haskins getting
Okay.
another opportunity back in the league with Noodle with the Steelers, Noodle Arm. So you know Noodle Arm ain't gonna play long.
Oh, dude, that ain't right. That ain't right. But go ahead.
So what do you think
Go
about
ahead.
that Haskins, man? I know we didn't think he's gonna be able to get a job again, man. What do you think about
All
that?
right. All right. Let me take this one. To be honest with you, I think that's a good fit. Okay, let me explain something to you. Haskins got blackballed because of his actions off the field, but he was a great quarterback in college. He didn't have the right tutelage when he went to the Washington because nobody wanted him. Who wanted him? Who wanted him? Uh, everybody that picked him was only the coach that got fired.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he got fired. I don't, you can put a basket on your face all you want, Corey. It don't make no difference, dog. It's the truth. He still has the skills, and if he stutters under, and if he's under Pittsburgh regime, and he gets a chance to show what he wants to show with their offensive coordinator and their coach, and on the Ben can show him a lot of things. Who else gonna show him? Nobody showed him nothing. Who did he have in Washington to show him anything? How to act, how to be a professional, how to be a prolific passer in the pocket or not. Who actually showed nothing? Nobody. Nobody showed him nothing, man. So I think that this is my opinion, and this is what I
Okay.
think. I think that if he can get his mind straight off the field, he can sit there and watch Ben, because Ben's not going nowhere for the next year. He's not
Mm-hmm.
going nowhere. There's 31 million in the pocket. So
Yeah.
you think he's gonna leave 31 million sitting on the table? You're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So he's gonna stay there and he's gonna go, and that gives Haskins another chance to understand. Okay, this is the professional I need to be. This is who I need to mimic my abilities after and show how to be a winner. Because even though Ben Roethlisberger's old, he still won. He still has been a top tier quarterback.
Right.
I mean, you can't deny that from him.
Corey, what you got? I saw you put the basket up, Corey. What you got to say about that, big dog?
You
Hold
on the
on,
phone
Corey.
with
You on
Dwayne
mute?
Haskins now? You on the
You
phone with
on
Dwayne
mute, Corey?
Haskins now?
Oh, there we go. I don't know. Oh, Corey, you muted yourself, Corey. Corey, you muted yourself.
My
There
bad,
we go.
my
There we
bad,
go. There
guys.
we
I
go.
was on the phone. My bad. I was on the phone. I was on the phone with the police. Listen, somebody just got robbed. Seriously, Prince? Do you think this guy? He played 1 year at Ohio State, right? 1 year, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did they win a championship?
No, but what
Did
numbers
they?
did
Did
he
they
put
win?
up, Corey? What numbers did he put up, Corey? What numbers did he put up, Corey? Let me ask you a question.
I'm listening.
Okay. Now, out of all the quarterbacks that came out that year, Dwayne Haskins got robbed because nobody wanted to take him in the first couple of rounds because it's all field stuff. He had some issues, but
Right.
he didn't play too bad. It's just that nobody wanted him. Now, the Gruden coach that actually picked, it wasn't the Gruden coach that wanted him. It was the owner that wanted him.
Mm-hmm.
So when you
Right.
get taken to a squad that no coach wants you, either Ron Rivera or Jay Gruden, what are you supposed to do? And nobody, even the quarterbacks that are there, won't show you how to become a pro. What do you do, bro? How's that going to help you become a better quarterback?
The owner for the Washington Redskins has proven over time that he liked the black quarterback. He loves that mobile quarterback. Some kind of strange way they want to bring back Doug Williams for some strange reason. which were their best years. But at the same time, Dwayne Haskins, when he was at Ohio State, he played one solid year at Ohio State, right? He threw 50 touchdowns, which it wasn't, that wasn't bad. Ohio State has a wide open offense. He threw 50 TDs but I think he just should have stayed a little bit longer to learn the game. Now he did get a bad shake. He did get a bad shake with Gruden. I didn't like Gruden anyway. You know what I'm saying? Gruden, how I guess what is it? It's a Dallas Cowboy thing with picking these groceries, and if I'm cooking them or if I'm picking the groceries, I'm cooking. That type of deal.
Pick out the groceries. Right.
Yeah, right. The owner wanted Haskins, and Jay Gruden did it. He made it painfully obvious from the beginning. However, I think if he's going to a hallowed team like the Steelers, they're gonna have to find somebody.
Hollow, man. Come on, course, Steelers not hollow. They still got that legacy that they have. They just have an old quarterback that just can't get it done anymore. And can I say the Steelers are a hollow team? They always made the playoffs, always had a good season since your boy's been there. So they're not really hollow. They just lack this year. Come on now.
They don't get no respect. I mean, they ain't no hollow team for what they've done in the past. Dallas is right.
Halo, yeah. So he means they're a top tier team. He's talking about a top tier team. Yeah.
I mean, even when they didn't have a quarterback or anybody, they still went 8-8 made the playoffs.
Yeah.
They still went 8-8 and made the playoffs. Even when they didn't have no quarterback, they didn't have no offensive line, anything. They still went. With your boy that got slapped in the head with the helmet by the Browns defensive lineman, they still went to the playoffs. Because it's all about coaching. You don't
Rudolph.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach Randolph.
It is about coaching.
Rudolph.
Zach Randolph.
So
Rudolph. Randolph.
Chuck, Rudolph. Yeah, Chuck. So Chuck says, man, he has to play for the love of the game. He's playing for the game right now.
Yeah.
And
he's trying to show himself, dog.
But you got to remember, man, he had Alex Smith. If there's anybody to learn after, it's Alex Smith. He is the consummate professional for a quarterback.
Yeah.
That's what Pat Mahomes learned behind. So
I understand that, G.
He had an opportunity to learn. He just didn't want to. Like he lost the game. Where'd he go? Straight to the strip club.
But G, listen. Okay, I understand that he's still a young kid, man. We made mistakes as young kids, man. We didn't really take some of the opportunities that we had. We might not have took as serious as we need to take. But when he gets to a certain position with somebody in a winning organization, okay, fellas, do you think Pittsburgh is a winning organization or not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what comes with a winning organization? It comes with people that's going to show you how to be a winner, show you how to be a professional. Washington has been a winning organization since when?
Yeah,
since years.
I mean, that's a good point, man.
Washington even was relevant. They're always battling for the last second or the last game of the season, or if they're even in it, to even be a contender. So you have to go back to what winning organization is going to come around. You have to go back to who's going to be there, because let me tell you something. Alex Smith is great. I respect his comeback ability. I respect his fiber. I respect what he needs to do to come back from his injury. But who's the better quarterback, Alex Smith or Ben Roethlisberger?
Ben. Oh yeah, Ben definitely.
Ben, yeah, Big Ben. Yeah, right.
But it's been the pro that Alex Smith is, though.
Galen, who's the better quarterback?
No, so he's better on the field, but is he better in the locker room?
He said, "Who's the better professional?" Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Galen's saying.
Yes.
Because he did allegedly. He put his hands where he wasn't supposed to put no hands on a woman in the bathroom.
There you go. Yeah, I admit that he did. Yeah. And he got off.
Yeah. Right. He got off. I was saying we ain't gonna use the R word, but he did get off.
Yeah.
He got
And that may have been in his younger days,
Yes.
But it's still a scratch on his resume.
Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks
No, of
about
course
nobody
not.
like nobody
Of course
talks
not.
about Peyton Manning, what he did in college when they brought that up when he won the Super Bowl. Then they just swept it under the rug. So it's a double standard anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
And,
agree. I hear what y'all saying. So I like it. I like it. I like it. We got some new viewers, man. Daryl Dupree is on. What's good? Jamal, Flemister is on as well. What's up, Jay? Big
So
Eric Thornton, man, is
man.
watching, dog. Hey, big shout out to my boy E, man. Again, we have a new viewer on Twitter, man. What's up, T? Is watching, man. Appreciate y'all watching. And she agrees with what we're saying too as well. So yeah, so it's knowledge. He is getting a lot more knowledge when he goes to to Pittsburgh, man. Definitely a better coach, and I think a better coach that relates to his players a lot better too. So he may have a chance there, bro. So you might be on to something, man. You might be on to something.
I'm telling you,
Time will
man.
But you
tell.
realize what this is the third that we've said this about our black quarterbacks. Foolishness is what's coming behind them. Though they're traveling with baggage or some, a little bit of tomfoolery with them. You know what I'm saying? So we
Mm-hmm.
have to debate whether or not they're good enough to have a chance. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We
yeah,
did that.
yeah.
We've been doing this the past 2 weeks. I get you defending. Remember last week you were defending Cam Newton, but at the same time we have to come back behind it with some kind of facts that
Mm-hmm.
that defends them getting a second chance.
Yeah,
Okay,
Foolishness. You know?
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. All
Real,
right.
real quick, Galen, before we change
Yeah.
subject. Okay, real
Okay.
quick, Corey. All right, you're right. We have defending our black quarterback, but it hasn't been many of them. It hasn't been many of them, and Cam Newton don't have the same ignorance that your boy Haskins had. Okay, and the second, the only person. Okay, what's the one black quarterback that got paid millions and didn't show up for the Raiders? Jalen, you know the answer to this, G.
Yeah, Jamarcus Russell.
There you go. Now,
Woo.
other than that, everybody else has been pretty much successful. That's been going into their careers and stuff, unless they just can't play.
You had
Now,
some
I
other
think
ones. You had some other ones that was out there.
yeah, we have some other ones, but how
Yeah.
many can we? I mean, out of the ones that we got going on right now,
Uh-huh.
Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody that we got going that's really showing what we got going
Dak
on as
Prescott, man.
quarter.
Dak Prescott.
That
Dak
Prescott,
Prescott.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, there's a lot of them that's actually showing positive stuff too. So we all have bad eggs in the basket,
Yeah.
but hopefully they can turn themselves around and get their mental state together and do what they need to do to show that this is not a trend. This is just something, a blip in the road, something that just happens between some people that don't respect where they're at
Yeah.
day and age in the game of football.
Right. You're right. That's a great point, man. And Stephon Singletary, man, gave a great point as well, man. He needs a mentor, somebody that he
Yeah,
can lean on, man. You give a young kid, man, who really grew up, didn't have much, you give him millions of dollars, man. Shoot, at 21, you give me $1 million, dog, I might be acting a fool myself, man. So I might not care too much about going to the film room. And I think
No,
that's a lot of what it is. It's immaturity. Um,
yeah.
so maybe we are, maybe I am too hard on Haskins, man. So I'll leave that there. I'll leave that open for
I mean,
debate,
but
man, later
reality
on.
is reality, man.
Yeah. All right.
All
So
right,
yeah.
so we
there
talked a little
you
about the
go.
Cowboys, man. I brought up, had a big conversation with a couple of fellas of mine, man, about Matt Ryan and Matt Ryan. If Matt Ryan is the problem with the Falcons, or is it coaching? A lot of people are blaming Matt Ryan, and then a lot of people are blaming the coaching, man. What side of the fence are you on with that, Mike?
Well, I think it's kind of 50-50, man. Matt Ryan didn't show a lot that
Get off
he
the fence,
wanted to
man. Get off the
succeed,
fence.
but the coaching did give him, yeah, yeah, the coaching did actually give him a place to succeed either because when you got Julio Jones, man, you got to be able to do something. But they really didn't have a good running game. I hate to say it, but the
Mm-hmm.
running game wasn't like I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's still a good quarterback. If not, they wouldn't be talking about him going to the Patriots or going to the Colts or or going to the lines or any other positions that are available right now. So a lot of people still think he has game. Okay. So we cannot deny when Matt Stafford up. He has, but you can't deny that even though he lost, he did go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
So he has to have some type of skill because that's hard to do. Go to the Super Bowl is hard to do.
So Mike,
so
man,
I think
get off the fence, bro. Get off the fence, man. Is it the coach or is it Matt Ryan, man?
all right. I think it's a coach. I think it's a play calling because why would you have your team up that much and to go to prevent defense when you got Tom Brady on the other side? Why would you do that? You let him just pick you apart and let him just do what you can do instead of staying aggressive. Instead of running the ball, run out the time, you still want to pass the whole time you're in the Super Bowl. That doesn't make any sense. And then you have turnovers, and then you have a change situation that says, okay, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick will take advantage of this, and then they're going to get back into the game. That's what they did. So who's the coach?
Okay. All right. So Steph believe he agree with you, man. He said it's definitely the coaching, man. Matt Ryan is definitely not the problem. So what do you say about the guy, man? He's taking a ton of sacks. He's not throwing it down the field. He's not running. He's not running for them first downs like every other quarterback in the league is doing now. What do you say about
that? What game they gonna have? How many rushing yards did they have this year? They didn't have many at all. And they can't throw down the field because Julio Jones has been hurt most of the season. Now, Corey is an expert on the Falcons, but this is just what I see. This is just what I see because he's a Falcon fan. That's why I got his hands over his face because he knows I'm speaking truth. Okay, it's like this. It's if you're not gonna have a game, if you're gonna come in as a passing team, then you got to have at least two multiple receivers that's gonna get the job done and a tight end that you're gonna hit all the time. Well, who do we hear about? Julio. Who else do we hear about? Nobody.
Calvin Ridley?
Your running game.
Calvin Ridley?
Well, what did he really do?
What you mean? He caught for 1,000 yards.
But what did he really do, G?
Calvin
Ridley for 1,000 yards.
1,000 yards, but where'd they go? Corey, where'd they go, man? Well, okay, he caught for 1,000 yards. If I'm out there throwing the ball around and I'm playing come up numbers if I'm being blown out by a certain amount of points, I just throw it around the field. And of course, you're gonna have 1,000 yards. But if I'm in the game and I'm serious, I'm coming down trying to win, you might not have that. You have to have receptions, completions, points, yards. You got to have the real deal when it comes down to throwing. And Matty Ice can throw the ball. He could throw the ball, man. No matter what nobody thinks, the man can throw the ball. Right, he can read defenses. But if you don't give him the right players to do it, then what is he supposed to do? And especially he can't do it all the time.
Yeah. And actually,
all right, Corey, go ahead.
I agree with everything you said, man.
What do you think, as a resident Falcons fan? How do you really feel about your season?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
Corey, what do you think about your season? And I want your honest opinion. What do you think about how you handle?
I go by. Said your boy Corey the other Corey last night. He had it on the head. So do I. I go by the numbers. Now I ain't gonna lie. We're a terrible squad this year, right? We kept relinquishing the lead, which let me know we had the potential to win a couple of games. We could at least been 800 ball. However, I said it before. And I know sometimes I push hard for Matt Ryan. I push hard for my team. I put on for my city, but at the same time, we have the potential to be a great squad. Sort of like Dallas Cowgirls. I mean, boys. I have the potential to be a good squad, but things happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, it was some of them games I was watching. I was like, boy, Dallas finna win this one.
Hold on. What was that? You said the Dallas Cowboys or Dallas Cowgirls?
Did you say girl?
None of that. Don't even fall for that. Don't fall for that trap.
Corey, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. A cowboy. Yeah. But what I'm saying is we had potential to win a couple of games, but we didn't pull it out, right? And it's coaching.
Oh, you're trying to be funny. See that game?
I'm just saying it's coaching sometimes, and then sometimes it's just pure dumb luck. But really though, it's a way that the Falcons play ball. Hopefully with this new coaching regime, we'll fix it, man. But numbers don't lie. They go back to the same conversation we keep having. Is Matt Ryan gonna be a Hall of Famer when the smoke clears?
No. No.
For the numbers,
no
I'm
way
gonna
in
say
hell.
yeah.
No way in hell. That's the case.
Got
You
some
might as
people
well
out
make.
there that believe he is, man. They got
No, no. So
he
he has he has the same number as Phillip Rivers. I said that last time we talked about Matt Stafford and saying that Phillip Rivers, and everybody think Phillip Rivers is not going to be in the Hall of Fame. So what are we doing here? What are we doing?
But Matt Ryan still has about 3, maybe 4 good years of playing ball where he can amass about another 3,500 yards per year. Right now he's sitting at number 8 all time. His next person to pass behind, is Elway. He got about another from Elway numbers, he got about another 4,000 yards before he passed Elway.
Yeah,
man, listen, when the smoke clears, he may not have a championship, he may not have a chip, but the yardage, dude, the yardage. We'll have this conversation again in 4 years, and we're gonna see where this goes.
We'll be back. We'll be on the show, and I'm gonna actually we'll have this written down, have it logged in, and we'll see who was right. I'm going with the no for the Hall of Famer. I'm going with the no is not Matt's fault, but he's not a Hall of Famer. Singletary agrees, man. He's definitely not a Hall of Famer. But he says Matt does not need to be a running quarterback. Tom Brady's not a running quarterback, and he is going to Super Bowl, like he says. So, but RJ is on. He also said that it's time for Matt to go.
Yes, sir.
It's time for a fresh start. He's ready to see Matt go, man.
Yes, so way to go, little bro. Way to go. Way to go.
Yeah. So that's all. That's what we touched on yesterday, man. So we'll get into today's games, y'all. Nilo, what's up, big dog?
Let's get it.
So I'm starting on off, man, and we're gonna talk about. I got a couple questions for y'all. So which quarterback today is gonna throw for the most yards? We got 4 great quarterbacks, man. 4, let me say 3 great quarterbacks and 1 up and coming. But he's playing awesome. Who's gonna have the most? Who's gonna have the most yards in the air?
I take this one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You gotta look at the location of where they're playing. Okay. 2 quarterbacks are going to have mediocre days.
Corey, you want this one?
Yeah. 2 quarterbacks are going to have mediocre days because of going to Lambeau Field. Well, let me change that. One gonna do what he's been doing. One gonna keep doing what he's been doing. We're gonna have to check to see if my bad. We're gonna have to check to see if Tom Brady can do his too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now that's because of the weather, going to Lambeau Field. Okay. Now the other 2, I just don't know. I just don't know because we got one quarterback 75%, and the other one, he got to prove himself. You know?
Hey, all right. So, viewers, man, did Corey answer the question? I don't know who he picked. Did he pick anybody? I didn't hear not one answer. I heard a whole bunch of running around. I didn't hear
no, he did. He danced around like Gregory Hines. Like he got on tap dancing too, like Gregory Hines. He danced around the question. Like he just tap dancing around, like I don't know what's going on. Like he's doing a Broadway show.
Jared Allen gonna have a monster game.
Jared he was dancing. Okay, we call him Turbo from Breaking. He was dancing.
Yeah, there you go.
But I'm gonna break it down for you. But Corey, I'm messing with you. But I'm gonna break it down for you. Josh Allen.
Oh,
Josh Allen. Most improved. Okay. Let me give you my argument. Why? Okay. Josh Allen's better. Josh Allen has Stephon Diggs, which set the single season Bills receiving and touchdown record. Okay, he's gonna pass more than I think than your boy today, Mahomes, because Mahomes has turf toe. How many players do you know have turf toe was able to be successful in the game? Josh Allen is gonna come out there. The underdogs are gonna do what do. That's why I picked him to beat Kansas City today.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you throwing your pick out. I like it. Okay. Okay. So Corey, you ready to answer the question?
I said I meant to say Josh Allen too.
I think you swayed him, dog. I think you swayed. Okay. Well, look, that's three. That's three Josh Allens. So you got Stephon. He said Josh Allen too, man.
Okay.
You, Mike, Corey, y'all all say Stephon. Okay. That's a bold pick. That's a bold pick when you have the GOAT out there. You have the best player, the MVP in Green Bay, and then you have Pat Mahomes, the Super Bowl MVP, $500 million man.
Yeah,
I'm going with Pat Mahomes, man. I don't care if he has torque toe.
There's a difference, though.
He's not a wide receiver. He's not a DN. He's a quarterback. I don't care if he had a boot on one leg. He's going to be able to throw the ball to everybody. He has too many weapons. He's going to have the most yards.
Okay.
So I'm going with Pat Mahomes. I'm going with Pat Mahomes, man. Okay. I'm shocked at y'all. I am shocked.
You shocked. That's why we do this show. Corey, you agree with that?
I agree with it, man. No, I don't.
Okay. So with that being said, then who's going to have the most TDs out of all the quarterbacks?
Ooh, that's a good one. I got to go with Tom Brady on that one.
Okay.
He got the most weapons. He has the most weapons. And the only thing that's going to hurt him is that his receivers, Godwin and all them, don't act right in the weather.
Mm-hmm.
If they get that weather thing out of their minds, dog. He's picked Green Bay apart before. Did we forget this?
Yeah.
Do we forget this?
Okay.
He's picked Green Bay apart before with his receivers. And you still got Gronk.
Yeah.
Gronk's a cold weather receiver.
Yeah.
They could go have more touchdowns.
Okay.
I'm going with Tom. I'm sorry. I'm going with Mr. Rogers here. I'm going with this man is ready to play in his home field. I think he does have something to prove. At the same time, he has some good weapons. He got some, the wide receivers are playing for him. And right now, I just think he's in the zone. I'm going with. I think he's gonna throw three. 3 TDs. Which probably be the max between all of them. But I'm gonna go with 3. He'll probably do all of them gonna average about 3. I'm saying he's gonna take 4. He's gonna have 4 TDs.
Okay. All right. So my boy Stephon, he didn't pick that one, but so I'm going with the most TDs. I'm going Pat Mahomes. I think Pat Mahomes doesn't care about running the ball. He gets down to the 1 yard line. He's gonna throw the ball. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about giving his running back. His running backs aren't. Do y'all even know his running backs' names?
Who? Who you talking about?
Kansas City.
NTN.
ETN, yeah.
NTN and the other guy. Huh?
Who?
Oh, your boy from Philadelphia. That came from Pittsburgh.
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell.
And all he do now is catch passes out the backfield.
Yeah. And
so
Le'Veon.
So,
Le'Veon is a healthy scratch.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah, that's what they're saying so far. He's a healthy scratch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
he's not hurt.
Laughing at who gave the 4 touchdowns in the snow? Oh, that was Corey. He laughing at you, Corey.
Who?
He laughing at you. 4 touchdowns in the snow.
Who laughed at me?
Singletary.
Hey man, is his? Hey, listen, is that his cousin that play for a family member that play for the Buffalo Bills? Hey, that man named Singletary. I gotta ask.
It's a family thing or what?
Right. Gotta ask.
So Singletary, baby boy, who you got, man? You send me your pick, dog. Who you got to have the most touchdowns, man? Since you talking about my boy in the snow, who you got, dog? All right. So next question. Which team's gonna have the most rushing yards as a team?
Oh, this is what I'm gonna go with. I gotta go. I gotta go with Adams for Green Bay because he's built for that. He's built for that weather. I was gonna say Fournette, but Fournette, I don't know where he played at college. I don't know if he played in cold weather, but your boy, the running back for Green Bay is built for that. He's already proven it. So I think he's gonna have the most rushing yards.
Okay. I
as
like
a
that
team.
pick. Okay.
All right. I'm looking at the predictions right now. I'm on Vegas. Now they got Kansas City as a 61. They got 61%, chance to win, right? So
Mhm.
Buffalo at 38%. So what they're trying to say is they're predicting right now Singletary having 156 yards on the ground.
Damn.
But they got it was Hilaire. That's the running back that's starting for Kansas City.
Mhm.
They got him predicted at about 181 yards. This is just their prediction. I don't know where they get 181 yards from.
I don't know either.
That's for the whole playoffs?
They just saying that, as a season leader right now, they got him, they're trying to say as opposed to them running, throwing it, they're gonna give him a healthy dose of runs today. And they predicted over, average 181 against this defense, So that's a good question to ask. But are they obviously trying to say that these quarterbacks aren't going to be throwing a lot? They're going to be running.
Okay.
Good response. Good response. Because let me tell you something. When have we ever talked about rushing with all four of these quarterbacks? We ain't never talked about rushing with all four of these quarterbacks.
That's why
we talked about passing yards and TDs.
Right.
We have not talked about that. So unless somebody comes up with a dynamic rushing game, it's going to be about throwing the ball, passing the ball, and which receiver is going to show up.
What they're saying is, all right, these two teams are playing this cold. Hey, all three teams playing outside domes. Outside.
Yeah.
Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah,
Arrowhead is gonna be cold today. So what they're trying to say is, this ain't about the quarterbacks. Maybe we looking at it the wrong way. This might be a running. This might be a running team.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're right.
Hence the question. So what team? I know I'm number boy pick Green Bay. You going Green Bay too, Corey?
Yeah, I'm going Green Bay, man. I'm going Green Bay. If it comes down to rushing, I'm going to Green Bay because your boy is showed and proven that he can show up there and show out. So I'm going Green Bay rushing attack. Okay. That's what I'm going with.
AccuWeather has it in Kansas City at 39 degrees. That's cold, man.
That's not cold. Too bad. That's not
it's going to be 30 degrees in Green Bay. It's going to be 30 with the wind. It's going to be 21.
Yeah.
Okay. So Corey, you going with Green Bay too?
No. Yes.
Yes. No. Yes.
Okay. Well, Stephon, he sent his picks in, man. He actually has Josh Allen as well, man, and Green Bay. So y'all are all on the same page, man. I'm the only one off. I'm going Tampa Bay. I'm going with and I almost called him LeGarrette Blunt, and everybody knows he's not playing no more. Fournette and Jones. The combination of Fournette and Jones to keep Aaron Rodgers off the field, I think you got to run the ball, man. So I'm going with Tampa Bay, man, to run this ball, and that's how they're going to get ahead, man. That's how they're going to get ahead.
Okay.
All right. This is another thing we ain't talked about. We talk a lot about the offense. We talk a lot about the quarterbacks. Which defense is going to show up and have the best game today, man?
Ooh, go ahead, Corey. I'll give you this one first.
We talked about this yesterday. Green Bay pulled from the Ravens squad. The Ravens dropped this guy named Tremont Williams, cornerback. They pulled him, like I said, they waived him, the day after the game. After they lost, they waived him. Green Bay picked him up because they're trying to beat this defense up, to combat, that offensive Tom Brady. Sort of like last week when they were pulling when they were pulling up them offensive linemen so they can rotate. Everybody trying to come up with a game plan, at this point. So it looks like Green Bay, they're taking this thing seriously on the defensive end. I think they want to beat theirs up just a little bit by bringing in some veterans, healthy veterans that can play in this cold weather. Both teams got to deal with the weather. That's going to be that third thing that they got to think about. Yeah. So I'm going with as far as defense and then they comfortability out there. I'm going with Green Bay. I think they're going to do something. Then they're gonna put Tom Brady on the floor.
Okay. Okay. And Corey, you my boy, but I respectfully disagree.
All right.
I'm going with Tampa Bay because they went up against your boy Drew Brees and they showed out. Now, you think they can't do the same thing against Aaron Rodgers?
In the dome.
But listen, and Drew Brees has more than just one receiver that's gonna get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers pretty much has one. So I think Tampa Bay defense is gonna show up again. If they really want it, they got a lot to prove, man. They got a lot to prove. This is the first time there. They wanna make it home, play the Super Bowl at home. The interceptions that they had 3 interceptions last week. I think they're gonna come out and try to pull the same thing. Their mind just has to get over the weather. If their minds get over the weather, like I said, I'm picking Tampa Bay over Green Bay. My wife's out the room, so she ain't heard it yet, but we good. But
I like it. Okay. That's
I got to already
pick.
deal with her hollering at the screen all day today at 3:00. So I got to I ain't gonna tell her my picks because we on the podcast. But
Okay. So yeah, I'm picking the underdog, man. I'm not underdog by the team, underdog by the defense. Nobody really talks about these team's defense, man. And they just seem to make plays at the right time. And that's the Chiefs. The Chiefs defense, man, just seemed to make the right play at the right time. The Honey Badger is a playmaker. The Honey Badger is a playmaker, man, and he shows up in big games. He's a natural born playmaker, man, and I think he's gonna make a ton of plays today. You know, Josh Allen likes to run, and who better to keep him from making a lot of running plays than the Honey Badger? So I'm going with the Chiefs, man, and I think the Honey Badger is gonna have a stellar game today because I think it may be it may not be as close as y'all think it's gonna be.
Okay. Corey, got a question for you, bro.
I'm here.
Okay. Now, is it just me, or if I didn't know no better, Gator's trying to be a Kansas City homer?
That man got
every question Gator didn't answer has been about Kansas City, the quarterback, the defense, the wide receivers, the running back. So I guess Gator's pretty much going with Kansas City with the Super Bowl. Do you agree, or am I just hearing things?
Hey man, I think he got that grievance check in his mailbox that got Kansas City written all over. Got that check.
let me tell y'all a little something about this little history right here, man. Y'all know the Kansas City Chiefs used to be the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all know that, right?
Man.
Back in the day, man. Just way back in the day, man.
Before any of us could realize
Then they left us, man, and went to Kansas City, man. So you know, Kansas City's still in my heart a little bit.
Okay. All right. Thank you for explaining that to me, bro. Thank you for explaining that to me, bro. Because hey, that's I'm like, wow, really? Really?
So which team will have the most turnovers?
Offensively?
Yeah.
I think that's a hard question because what they're preaching in the playoffs right now is ball security. Ball security is job security, yours and mine.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's cold out there. It's cold.
But,
the ball gets slippery. Yeah.
So if you're predicting running the ball, there shouldn't be many turnovers. I don't think, because the most turnovers that's been happening in the last couple of weeks has actually been Patrick Mahomes, and he's had the most interceptions. But Brady hasn't had most. Allen hasn't had a lot at all. But I think, from my recollection, I think, Patrick Mahomes has the most interceptions thrown in the last couple of weeks, man.
I think, through the season, Brady has the most.
Brady got through the season. We're talking about this game. We're talking about this weekend, though, right?
Okay. Yeah. Turnover. None of these teams are severely turnover prone at this time.
They're not.
At this time. I don't know if turnovers will, like you said, this is going to be prevent, ball protection, don't lose it. You know what I'm saying? Try not to lose the game. And the simplest thing like that, these are potent offenses, and giving them the ball. Somebody told me the other day, the best way to keep Mahomes down is to keep him off the field.
Mm-hmm.
I think
same with Brady, right?
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
So, but they were talking about Mahomes. You know, you keep him off the field because he can make things happen. I think that belongs to all of them. So, like you said, it's gonna be a running game, and you just hope that they say, "Listen, keep your hands on the ball." You know,
Yes. Yes.
turnovers are gonna be costly at 32 degrees, 30 and 39 degrees or whatever.
No fumbles. No fumbles.
Right.
Hold on to the ball.
It's cold. The ball gets slippery now. Ball gets slippery when it get cold.
Okay, Galen. Okay, Galen, real quick. Let me just cut in here real quick, Galen. Who do you think has the best defensive, either linemen or linebackers that can cause the most turnovers?
Tampa Bay.
I agree.
Yeah, I think Tampa Bay. I think that front, their linebackers are they run fast, they come and hit, and then you got some Daka Sue, who is still playing outstanding.
And he has what?
M Daka. Yeah.
Daka Sue, y'all.
So
that's mean.
Hey, listen, and that's Aaron Rodgers' greatest foe. That's his kryptonite.
Yeah.
Sue. Yeah. And with when the lineman being out, they're gonna switch it, but they're gonna shift it to the right. So Sue has shots at Aaron Rodgers today.
Yeah. So
he's gonna be one-on-one.
You have to steal a possession somewhere, man. That's why I'm asking about the turnovers. These teams are too potent. They score too much for you to just allow them to just keep scoring. You got to get a turnover somewhere.
Yeah,
so somebody has to come up big, man. And that Kansas City, I got Kansas City, man. I think Kansas City gonna come up with a turnover, man.
Once again,
okay.
You got it.
All right, so before we go into our next section, man, I want to go ahead and jump into our second segment of the show, man. And this is gonna be the new one, man. We're gonna call this Prince's Dimes. So my dog's gonna be out here giving us his dimes, man. He's gonna be throwing us passes, and I'm curious to see what he got for us, yo.
Okay. All right. Okay. Welcome to my new segment, Prince's Dimes. You know what happens, as we say on the basketball court, on the football field, when you're dropping touchdowns, you're dropping dimes. When you're dropping threes, you're dropping dimes. So I got some hard-hitting questions for my co-hosts, and we're gonna see where their mind's at. Okay, first question.
He means assist, yo. He means assist, y'all. He means assist.
Oh no, I mean dimes, dropping threes, dimes. But I got some assists for y'all.
Okay.
All right. Check it out. Okay, as you guys know, the Nets last night won for the first time as three of them on the court since they've been together. And I know you guys, I missed the show, but you guys have your opinions on that. Durant had 31, Kyrie had 28, 6, and 7, and Harden had 12, 7, and 11. And the Lakers are also on unprecedented 11-game road game. So they won last night. They beat the Heat 101-90. And Davis had 37 and 6. LeBron had 17, 11, and 6. Who do you pick to win the NBA Finals and go to the NBA Finals this year?
Okay. Do you want to take that first call, or you want me to jump on it?
All right. As far as the finals are concerned, I guess at this point, because we're the season is real early. So you ask me who I want to see right now.
Yeah. Who do you want to see? Hypothetically speaking, if the season would end right now, who do you think, with everything that's going on, would be in the finals?
Man, let me do you like this. All right, and because I want to see two squads go against each other. This is what I want to see. I want to see the Warriors and the Lakers kind of battle it out a little bit, And in the East, I want to see 7. Yeah, I just want to see it, to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? To get there, as opposed to I want to see the battle to get there. Then in the East, I like the 76ers, but then on top of that, I would want to see them battle the Nets. So my man said, he don't think they're gonna make it first round. They don't, but I want to see a battle to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see my Hawks there, but it's so early right now. But if they were there, it's hard to say the Hawks, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the two teams battle. So I want to see them battle to make it happen. But those are my two on both sides of the field. Oh, sorry, both conferences to make it happen.
Cool. That's cool. All right, G, what you think, babe?
So, and let me just throw this out there. AD had 37 points in 3 quarters yesterday. They took him out in the fourth. He didn't even play in the fourth quarter.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, just to throw that out there.
Oh, thank you.
So definitely, it's definitely the Lakers in the West, man. Right now, it'll be the Lakers versus Philly for me. I think Philly is actually playing the best out of everybody in the East right now. I think who I would rather see would definitely be the Nets. I would rather see the Lakers play the Nets so they can stop all this nonsense about they done built this team to beat LeBron and AD, and they don't stand a chance. They wouldn't stand a chance in a 7-game series against the Lakers. They're not big enough. They are too small. We'll walk around the whole game like this. They're too small. They're too small. They're too small. So
okay.
They can't mess with us. But I think the game against Philly would be a good one though.
Yes,
that'd be a good one. I think that'd be a fun series. That'd be a fun series, man. So that's right now, and it's not looking good for my wings. I know, but that for right now, that's who it would be, man.
Okay.
And my boy Singletary agrees with your boy, man.
I was hoping to have a debate with you about this, but unfortunately, I got the same teams. I got the Sixers and I got the Lakers. That's what I think, because if you think about it, with the Sixers bigs, with Simmons and Embiid, I mean, and if Green shows up, I mean, they're going to be, even Howard even bodies out somebody. They're going to be hard to beat with the height that they have in the East.
Yeah, they can match
right
up
now. I don't think the Lakers have really a challenge with the 3-point shooters that they got going on so far.
Are y'all not worried about the Clippers? And my boy Singletary said, man, Embiid's too soft.
No, I ain't worried about the
Clippers. Too soft for anybody, man, out there. I think he and AD will play against each other, and Gasol and Howard will play against each other. Them will just sit there and beat up on each other the whole game.
This time last year with the 76, right now they're 12-5. So this time last year, after 20 games, they hadn't even won 5 games yet.
Nope. Exactly. Good stats, man. Good stats.
Yeah. Doc Rivers has shown them how to win games.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers by himself, I know he's had a tough time with the Clippers. He'll get you there, but it's just something about getting over the hump. But right now, he's showing, like Joel Embiid. I watched them clips last night. He's not a defensive guy. He ain't trying to get back down the court, but he was, he said, shooting threes, and he driving to the hole like he was a point guard or something. But he's showing Ben Simmons to get that confidence. Look, shoot the shot. But then what I was watching was Ben Simmons don't want to shoot threes, and say, you know what, I'm not gonna force you to do that. But
I'm not gonna force you to do that.
Right, but I want your 20-footer to be as confident as possible. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that, yeah, and he turned into that Magic Johnson type ball player. But the catalyst to this team at this point right now is Doc Rivers. And the question you got to ask yourself is, can they do this for 86-game series, or 86, the stretch?
Yeah. I agree.
The 76ers would have been there, but I knew Doc Rivers had, something up the tank. He did play for the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, Hawks, back in the cut, that's where it's coming from.
You're right. Okay. All right. Okay. So we talked about everybody feels that threes are going to win the games. Threes are going to put teams over the hump and blow teams out. So I talked to G about this earlier. Now, do you know who's leading the NBA in 3-point percentage? Which 3 players leading the NBA in 3-point percentage? Corey.
Percentage. I think your boy Kyle Kuzma is one of them. If I'm not sure. I thought it was Kyle Kuzma. What's your boy name out there in Phoenix?
Murray?
No.
I'm sorry.
Booker. Come on, Booker.
Booker.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Booker, and I'll put Steph in there.
Okay.
Sure.
Go ahead, G.
You about 1 for 3, man. Yeah, because I talked to my boy earlier, man. I picked KCP for the Lakers. I think he's probably having one of his best uh, shooting percentage of his career right now. Um, and Steph Curry, of course. Uh, and then what surprised me, I would have never picked. I would have probably went with somebody um, like Seth Curry, maybe like
Okay, another
in
Curry.
Philly, because I know he's shooting the lights out down there. But I know that's not right. So go ahead and tell me who they are, Mike.
Good, G. I appreciate you guys' intake on that, but I figured out today. I was surprised when I found out too. But the number one percentage 3-point shooter is Seth Curry. Then it's
Yeah.
Alex Caruso, and then it's KCP. So you
Okay.
have you have the top two 3-point shooters on the same team, percentage wise. So that bodes a lot for the Lakers and
You
how the
said
dominant is
Seth
going to
Curry.
be.
You said Seth Curry, not
Seth,
Steph Curry.
No,
Oh,
Seth, his
Seth.
brother, not
oh,
Steph. Seth,
okay. So I was
Yeah.
right on one of them. Okay.
yeah, Seth,
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Seth Curry, which
okay.
is shocking because you figure that he would be they wouldn't really talk about it, but he's trying to do his thing here. Okay, let's take a switch back to NFL real quick. I know I missed the show, but I just want to hear you guys' statement on this real quick. We're just going to touch on it for a second, then we're going to go to a couple more questions. Now, I just want your opinion. Where do you think Matthew Stafford should be? What do you think would be a great fit for him, and in which team? Honestly, with the team's chemistry, the wide receivers, the running back, the defense, and the coach. I know everybody got a lot of things out there, but I didn't get a chance to hear what you guys thought about where Matthew Stafford should go because he's still a good quarterback.
Yeah, he's a really good quarterback, man. I think he should go. There's 2 teams. I'm gonna give him one in East Conference, man. I'm gonna go the Washington football team.
Washington, why?
Yeah, because all they need is a quarterback, man. I think their defense is strong enough. They have a good receiver on the outside. They can pick up somebody in the draft, and I think they can actually give the Cowboys a run for their money, man, for the next couple of years.
Okay, can I ask you this question?
Yeah,
What are you gonna do with Alex Smith?
Alex Smith is you can trade him. You can get rid of Alex, man.
But you just said he was a good quarterback. You just said
I said he's a good teacher. He's a good teacher. He's what you can have a young quarterback learn from. You can learn how to be a professional from Alex Smith.
Okay.
But he's definitely not the best quarterback in the league. He's just a professional, and that's what you want at somebody who's trying to bring up a younger quarterback. So, being that you have Matthew Stafford there, you don't need Alex Smith anymore. I mean, he'll be a good backup, but you have Heineke in there, who is obviously can do the job as well too. So you don't need Alex Smith, man. You can trade him now and get a 5th rounder or a 6th rounder for him, and be on your way.
Okay.
I think that'd be good for him. And honestly, I wouldn't really worry about it because I don't think Matthew Stafford is a winner. I think he's I think he's a good quarterback, but I don't think he shows up in the big games. I don't think he ever has. I don't think he showed up when he was with the Bulldogs in the big
You don't
game.
think it's a product of his system?
I just think that's who he is, man. I don't think he's a dog, but I think he's a good quarterback though. So
Corey?
then the Colts on the other side.
Nice.
So
All right. So I after we talked about this last night, I read up on a few things too as far as the rumor mill. He went to high school in Dallas.
In Dallas, yes, sir.
Yeah, he went to high school in Dallas. So
his best friend is Kershaw. His best friend is Kershaw for the Dodgers.
Okay. So rumor has it that he wants to come home. If he feels like this is
Dallas?
they just said that he wants to come home, and he's made his bones with Detroit, and they're gonna leave amicably. But what Detroit wants to do is they want to get some picks for him, but at the same time they want to try to make sure that because he's been loyal for 10 years, they're gonna try to make something happen with him. And I don't know if it's gonna be with Dallas, but they just said that they're asking what he wanted in terms of what they're gonna try to do to make a trade happen. Now just imagine this, and I have no idea how this is going, but rumors sometimes come to fruition, with other teams, and then we start reading around. They're trying to make they trying to make a deal, sometimes two-way deal. It could be with the Washington, football team, Dallas. If Dallas wants to try to get this man a shot, and they trade Dak Prescott, from what I was reading, everybody always got some kind of theory. What happens if Matthew Stafford ends up? Because I want him here, but what happens if Jerry Jones get that star going on? I mean, it's a local boy. He can bring money. He can bring people in the seats. What happens if they make some kind of three-way trade with Washington for some picks, and y'all end up with Stafford?
No, go ahead, Galen, because I got something to say. Go ahead.
What happens? Remember, hold up. Now check this out. Before you say something, Chuck said he saw some of the same stuff. Them same rumors that Washington was trying to throw the kitchen sink to get Dak Prescott.
Chuck is just talking, man.
I'm reading some of the same stuff,
don't
bro.
listen to Chuck, man.
No.
Y'all watching CNN or something, man. Look, or Fox News. I'm sorry, Fox News. Y'all watching Fox News, man. Look,
I didn't know it went to high school in Dallas. But what happened?
Yeah, he went and he don't even claim Dallas no more, man. He's Georgia Bulldog, man.
Georgia for real.
If he want to come to Dallas, we got the Dallas Renegades for him. That's about as far as he's gonna get. He will never be a Cowboy. We have the best quarterback in the league on our team right now. Dak Prescott will be signed before the season starts. And
yes, sir.
And Charles Littlejohn has jumped back on and he says he agrees with you. Of course he does. Of course he does. He's watching the same Fox News you're watching. There's no way that we are getting rid of Dak to bring on Matthew Stafford, who has never won a playoff game ever.
Hey, man.
Matthew, I told you we have a dog in Dak Prescott. We're not giving up a dog for a puppy.
Y'all been dogging him with no contract for the past 2 seasons.
That's just business, man. That's just business.
We gonna talk about playing ability, bro.
I'm saying y'all got to start listening to some of these rumors. Like I said, Chuck said he was reading. I read some stuff too. Hey, Prince, listen, man. I'm not saying that it's true or not. All I'm saying is what will happen. What will happen, dude, if they make this three-way trade happen? Because
I've been uprising of biblical proportions, bro. It will be anarchy in Dallas if they even think the Matt Stafford's going to take him. Master can take them further than Dak Prescott. No way, bro. Dak Prescott's been a better quarterback since he's been in the league since Matt Stafford. Now, if you ask my opinion, Matt Stafford needs to go to the Colts.
They're not talking about the Colts. Colts ain't got nobody that they want,
Jerry Jones be crazy because he's trying to save some money. He thinks he's going to pay Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford's better. How much money is he trying to save?
Yeah. Hey, Mike, we can barely hear you, baby boy. Help me out with your mic.
Let me check it out.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, still a little shaky. But I'm saying all 3 of us were online that Wednesday when Chuck said he read rumor mills that they're interested in Dak Prescott. All right. Mm-hmm. Now, like I said, this is the new news that Stafford, they're leaving amicably. What you want? I might want to go home. So let me call the Cowboys.
He can go home. The Dallas Renegades. He can play for the Arena League. Yeah, you're not playing for the Dallas Cowboys, not the Star. No.
Y'all brought in the Red Ranger.
We brought in the Red Rifle, man. The Red Rifle.
Yeah.
The Red Rifle, and that was just to back up Dak, just to back him up. And now if Stafford wants to come and be a backup, okay, maybe, but he gets paid too much money to be a backup.
Yeah,
I don't even want that problem, them problems on my bench, man. Dak is not. No. Dak doesn't need no Matthew Stafford back there. Uh, uh, and Charles says that Washington has been known to give up a lot for a quarterback. So
yeah, all right,
they will try to throw the house at Dak, man.
all
But
right. Yeah.
Dak, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Cowboys, man. It's very rare that they leave the Cowboys and go to the Washington football team. It's very rare. It may have happened once, and then twice maybe. I know Deion Sanders did it, but he was just going everywhere. He was just getting money. So I don't get money. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. So
I hope y'all be all right. I'm just, we're starting to get more people that's giving us insight on what they read now.
Yeah,
that's all
yeah.
I'm saying.
I saw Dak. I saw Dak, man, in the picture, man. No boot on, no crutch, standing up, taking pictures, smiling. He loves it in Dallas, man. He loves the Dallas community. He
Where is he
loves the
from?
Dallas fans. Who?
Dak Prescott. Where he from?
Mississippi.
Like Mississippi.
Yeah, Mississippi. Right there. He don't want to leave right there. Guess where his brothers are? Right there with him, man. His brothers ain't. Hey, they don't want to go to no doggone Washington.
One brother, right?
Yeah.
One of them died, right?
No, one of them died. Yeah, one of them.
Tragic.
Committed suicide. So yeah. So yeah, no, Dak's not going anywhere. We can stop all the Dak talk, man. We can start all the Dak.
Just because you say it, that don't mean it ain't gonna happen.
It
ain't gonna happen.
That it ain't gonna happen.
Hey man,
The
I
Jones
can't wait
family,
till the season start, man. I'm gonna
the
lose
Jones
y'all
family
marbles.
is crazy, but they ain't that crazy. Like they know when they got a good thing, man. They know when
All
they got a
right.
good thing.
Picking up red rangers and stuff,
We ain't talking about no Red Ranger. We ain't talking about no Georgia Bulldog. We ain't talking about none of that. Okay, let's switch to a coaching decision that I want to ask you guys about. Former Chargers coach Anthony Lynn. You guys know what I'm talking about. The Lions just hired him as an offensive coordinator. And the bad coaches that didn't think they were going to get hired got the offensive coordinator job. Do you think
Hold
that's
on,
a good
hey Mike, we can barely hear you, baby boy. All right,
Anybody? Okay, let me
there we go. Yeah,
all back on.
Oh wait, say it again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I hear you
Okay.
better.
Anthony Lynn is just used to be the head coach of the Chargers, was fired. Now he's an offensive coordinator for the Lions. Do you think that was a good move for him, or do you think he should have got a second chance as being a head coach?
You want to take that, Corey, first?
He was a better offensive coordinator than he was a head coach. I think it's sort of like the guy that was out there, the offensive coordinator for the Bucks right now. What's his name? He was the coach at the Jets.
Leftwich.
No, not Leftwich. Leftwich. Well, who's the defensive coordinator at the Bucks? The black guy that was coach.
What's his
at the Jets.
Todd Bowles.
Todd Bowles.
Some of these guys are better coordinators than they are head coaches. Sort of like Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn, that Legion of Boom couldn't be touched during them years that he was there because he just had to focus on the defense. And they're giving these guys opportunities, and some pan out, some don't. But some guys are just better coordinators than they are coaches. Now I take like Tomlinson. Tomlin, he went from being a defensive coordinator, then he ended up being a great head coach. Sometimes you can move from here to there. I'll give you another one. Y'all head coach. What's big fat dude named
Taylor's freaking
Parcells?
No, not Parcells.
Wade Phillips.
Wade Phillips. Yeah, Wade Phillips. His offense is gangster, and it all depends with his offense, but it happens,
Yeah. I think, of course, man, that they got rid of him too early, man. Well, two seasons in the Chargers, man. I know he lost a lot of close games last year, but he was dealing he was another team that was dealing with a ton of injuries, man.
Yeah.
And injuries to his best players on his defense. He's playing without Bosa, playing without the
That was their
safety.
#1 pick. Right.
That's they dogs, man. Those they #1 draft picks. And to play without them on the defensive side, it's tough. It's tough. And then he lost the quarterback a couple games, who was playing outstanding in Herbert. They played without Keenan Allen a lot of the season too, man. I think they gave him a bad deal, man. I think for what he did with that team, they was in every game. They was in every game, man. They weren't getting killed. They weren't making a ton of mistakes. I know after you can play devil advocate after the game's over and look at it and play quarterback guru or coaching decisions, but he did what he thought was best for his team. He gambled a couple times and then win. I think you take that with your coach, man. You want coaches that don't care about taking chances. You can't be a scared coach and try to win in this league, man. The teams are too good. So you got to try to steal possessions, man. And sometimes it works, man. Sometimes it doesn't. I think he definitely deserved to be a coach again. I'm glad to see he did get an opportunity to be a coach at some level. But I definitely think he deserves to be a head coach somewhere, man.
Okay.
I think the Chargers were headed in the right direction. They weren't winning before that. So why all of a sudden now the expectations changed? you playing with a rookie quarterback. So why are your expectations so high that you didn't make the playoffs? Now you want to get rid of them?
Check this out. With the players that he had, he was there from 17 to 2020. He had a record of 33-31, which is right. A little bit over, and like you said, playing with like I said, with meager accommodations, hurt players, low draft, I think that he did a decent job, but as black head coaches, unless you had a decent team, you only get 3 to 4 years, to prove yourself.
That's it.
3 to 4 years, and then like I said, like it didn't take six days for him to get a new job. They fired him. Hey, listen, we knew what he can do when he was offensive coordinator. So hey man, he was a running back coach at Dallas in 2005.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So like I said, he's been around. He got a good resume. I think it's just gonna take maybe a year or two for him to grab another job, but it's possible.
Okay. I appreciate y'all insight on that, man. Because I was just wondering how y'all felt about. Do you think he should have got a second chance after his first stint, even though he wasn't there for a couple of seasons? Okay, I give him that. But a lot of people also, when you give what you had as players in the situations, that should get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel. Okay, fellas, let's get to the meat of the conversation. Let's get our picks for the games. Okay, first one, Green Bay or Tampa Bay. And before you answer that, remember, okay, think about which quarterback you think will have the most impact on the game today before you pick your decisions. And I want to know your points.
Okay. You want to go first, Corey? Or I'll take this one. You go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead.
So my impact, man, is Pat Mahomes, man. I think Pat Mahomes.
No, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, G.
Oh, Green Bay. Okay, Green Bay, Tampa Bay. Oh, it's the GOAT. It's the GOAT. It's the GOAT. It's the GOAT, man. It's Tom Brady, man. It's the one who has something to prove, man. I told y'all he's trying to prove it's not Belichick, dog. He's trying to prove that it's him that made everybody else that relevant, man. He's the reason that Belichick's gonna be one of the greatest coaches ever because he was with them 14 years, So I'm going with Brady, man. I'm going with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is going to go in there and they're going to shock Green Bay. Green Bay is not ready to take that step, man. I like the young coach, but the young coach still is young, so he's going against a vet right now, man, and Bruce Arians too, who's not been talked about enough.
No risky, no biscuit, right?
There you go.
All right, Corey.
I'm going with the boys in the Bay, but it's Green Bay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm going with Green Bay. My impact player, I'm going with Aaron Jones.
Okay.
You know,
Russian.
if he can run the ball, like you said, keep the ball, you know, from hitting the ground. Yeah, man, I'm going with the Russian attack. Like they were saying, 32 degrees, gonna be some snow. I don't know if they're gonna just put the ball, you know, they throw it that much, but I think it's gonna be a running attack that, you know, that they're gonna have to come after. And Dominican Sue and all them boys on the defensive line, they're gonna have to really, you know, put up or shut up, you know, playing in that warm weather. I think if you pound the ball at them boys in that warm weather, hey man, you might have something. So that's my impact player, but I'm going with Green Bay.
All right. I'm going with, I hate to say it, but I'm going with Tampa Bay. And even though Antonio Brown's not playing today, you guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm going with Scott Miller. He's going to be the impact player of the game. Scott Miller. He has 15 points. He's a receiver for Tampa Bay. He's a Tampa Bay. He's the best receiver with the most yards in Tampa Bay. But when Antonio Brown came back, they put him on the bench. He has 15.2 yards reception and leads the team. Scott Miller, Scotty Miller, as they call him, is going to be impact player of the game. It's going to take Tampa Bay to the win.
Okay.
That's why I predict.
Okay.
That's why I predict right there.
And Chuck Littlejohn, man, he agrees, man. He going Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay be the first team, man, to ever play the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
The home field.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, right. I got one more pick, and then I got some fun questions, and I'm gonna give it to the next segment because I don't want to take up this segment too long. Okay, now let's go with the next pick. I already know what G gonna say. So I'm gonna start with you, Corey. Okay, Patrick Mahomes has turf toe, so the Bills are trying to make history. So who do you pick out of Kansas City and the Bills to win today, and by how many points?
I picked the Bills, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. They're my Rocky Balboa against Apollo Creed team this year, man. Josh Allen, like Singletary. I still say, man, the impact player of the game or of this team came by way of Minnesota. That had to show him how to throw and how to depend on a wideout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that this is their year, man. I know the Bills have been, bedridden and stricken, with all kind of, crazy stuff. But I think this is the year, man. I think this is the year. Like I said, Leslie Frazier got that defense looking stellar. Got him, interviewing again for head coach positions. Leslie Frazier, I think he had the influence on Stephon Diggs getting there because he was in Minnesota. He was one of the guys that, he was one of the guys that drafted Stephon Diggs. Yeah. So
he was DB's coach, right? For Minnesota.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then he was head coach. He was head coach, but towards the end of the season, he had his chance or whatever. But Leslie Frazier been that unsung hero. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's been doing some recruiting too. So I'm going with Buffalo. And my impact player, Stephon Diggs, man. Between him and Singletary.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Host of the show, co-founder, CEO. Okay. Give us some reasons for Kansas City dominating this game and by how much?
Wow.
Well, so I'm going with the Bills. So
what?
No, I'm just playing.
Oh, man.
No. This is built for Pat Mahomes to show y'all why he's the $500 billion man or the $250 billion man. He's the guy, man. This league is built around Pat Mahomes now. He is the next coming. So it's built for him. I saw what Leslie Frazier and them did to Baltimore. last week and stifling that offense, but they don't care about trying to run the ball. Okay. You got to stop the pass, and it's hard to stop the pass. And Pat Mahomes just knows how to get the ball away, man. So I'm going with KC, and my player of the game, man. My player that nobody's really talking about is Travis Kelce, man.
I knew he's gonna say that.
It's Travis Kelce, dog.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
He's a mismatch. He's a mismatch.
Oh, my bad.
All right.
Okay, I got that. All right, let me go because we got a little while. I don't want my segment to run over. Okay, let's do this. Let's change this up.
What's your pick? What's your pick?
I'm going for Tom Brady because I think that he has a lot to prove.
No, the Kansas City and Buffalo game.
Oh, my bad. I'm going with the Bills. Okay, because I think they're going to win 7. They're going to win by 7 to 9 points. Okay. And I think because that Josh Allen breaks Jim Kelly's record in season passing and passing yards, and Diggs broke the season record in receptions and reception yards, then they got some stuff going on, but they're gonna give them some problems because I don't think Patrick Mahomes can move on that toe like you think he can. Turf toe is tough. It's taking a lot of people out. And if he can't run spread right, if he can't do the quarterback option that gets him out of troubles and dodge to the right, throws underhand sidearm, that defense is going to catch him, bro. That defense is going to catch him. They caught Lamar. They're going to catch him, bro.
Yeah, that's because Lamar wasn't looking to throw the ball.
Lamar, bro.
He wasn't looking to throw the ball. He was looking to run. They knew. They weren't worried about passing.
I think they're going to build a game plan over that turf toe. Now we have to see how he does in the first part, but if they're reporting what they're reporting, a turf toe is going to. It's not going to stop him. Don't get me wrong. It might just slow him down just a little bit, enough to where they can keep him off the field. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be about ball possession. It's going to be about them keeping Patrick Mahomes on the sideline.
You do know
and Josh Allen scoring.
You do know that he's been playing with turf toe. It ain't just happened. Y'all know.
But from the concussion protocol to turf toe is 2 different things, and we don't know how much that concussion is going to lack it because you knew with him being concussion, if it was you and me, of course, we're going to play anyway. We're going to do what we can get through that protocol. It's the championship game. We're going to get out there, regardless if we're feeling effects or not. We're going to get out there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question I asked Galen last night.
Okay.
We're gonna play conspiracy theory here.
Okay.
State Farm has 2 guys that are, they're guys right now as far as endorsing their company, as far as they're the friend, they're the faces of their company right now, which are, you got on one side of the NFC, you got Aaron Rodgers. On the other side, you got Pat Mahomes. State Farm right now is one of the major contributors to the Super Bowl. And what if it's a State Farm Super Bowl?
I understand your conspiracy theory, but I also have to look at this. They did the same thing with James Harden and your boy from Phoenix now, Chris Paul, but they never went anywhere. They didn't win anything.
Yeah,
but I still think that chance. I understand what you're saying, but I would hate for it to be like that. But I think that maybe on a different circumstance, we could really think about that conspiracy theory. But I'm just thinking about the loyalty of the game and coming out and showing what you can do, and all players putting in 100%. A lot of people talk about conspiracy theories like the Falcons losing to the Patriots, that they just set it up so Tom Brady can come out on top. That's why they just let them come back. I believe it was coaching. Do you believe that, or do you believe they set that up for Tom Brady to win his next championship? Because by the lead, by halftime, and what it was, 35?
It was 28.
What were they up by 28?
28-3.
Yeah, 28.
Now, do you feel that was conspiracy theory, or do you think that the coaches just dropped the ball on that Super Bowl? I'm sorry to bring up hard memories, dog. I apologize about that, but I'm just trying to make my point.
He cutting you deep, dog. Like, and with no regard. With no regard, man.
Listen, man, don't be instigated. But no, I'm serious, Corey. Do you think that was a conspiracy theory, or do you think the coaches dropped the ball on that Super Bowl? I'm curious to hear what you think.
You know what? If we're going to go back to that, all right, I'll go back to our offensive coordinator at the time took his foot off the gas.
Okay,
Clock
I agree.
Clock management. Everybody was over there blowing kisses and having a good time.
Yep.
And Bill Belichick and Tom Brady was still playing the game.
Yeah.
What we've noticed is over the years with Tom Brady and his 6 rings, 3 of those rings came to a field goal because them boys kept playing until they just, we got 2 seconds left. I'm gonna get you down there, Adam Vinatieri, win the game for me. You know what I'm saying? Because
he's won a lot for him. He's won a lot for him. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. But I'm gonna still keep playing. They over there blowing kisses and high five and the Gatorade tossing, and we still playing. And then there's a lot more to this conspiracy theory. Remember when they had when they were playing against the Raiders and that snowmobile moved over so it can kick.
Oh yeah. Now that one I can agree with because that was not a forward completed pass. Well, he did. His arm went forward and it knocked it out, so it should have been incomplete instead of a fumble. Because his arm was forward.
Even when they brought the machine out there to clear off the footing so they can kick the field goal,
it's always been something. It's just something so. When they put Russell Wilson and the interception that it was on the 2-yard line as opposed to giving it the beast mode, it's hard for me to say it's conspiracy theory or it's just Tom Brady just a lucky SOB. When it comes
he's just lucky, bro. He's just lucky. I think he's just things that just fell his way, regardless from Spygate, Deflategate, whatever you want to say. It just always fell his way, man. Yeah, and we just did something that we're never gonna get over.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
So for me to call it conspiracy, it's just been too many games. The Falcons did what the Falcons do. Like I said, bad clock management. We over there having a good time thinking the game is over with. We taking out starters. Come on, man. We
coaching. Yeah.
All right. We're gonna get out that depression.
Sorry, Corey, man.
I'm bad, y'all. I know it's hard, but hey, look. We ain't won a Super Bowl in a minute, so hey,
look,
we
need the music,
man, smallest violin.
Okay. Now let me test you guys' knowledge. I want to see who has the best knowledge, and I'm in my second. Okay, I'm just gonna ask you
some questions real quick, and I just want y'all to see who has the best knowledge of different players in the sports. Okay, Tom Brady
is 43 years old, and he's the oldest starting quarterback in the NFC Championship since Brett Favre. Okay, now let's go do some fun facts here, and our audience can chime in if they want to and give who they think answers these questions. Okay, which player is older? First question:
Tom Brady or Tiger Woods?
Oh, Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods is right. Tiger Woods is 45. Okay. Second one. Which person is older, Eminem or Tom Brady?
Oh, Eminem. He just turned 47, right?
Good, correct. You guys got that one both right. So I guess I'll give it 1-1. Eminem's 48. Okay. Which person is older, Kevin Hart or Tom Brady?
Tom Brady. Kevin Hart's 43.
Sorry, Galen. Tom Brady is right. Kevin Hart is 41. Okay, which one's older?
I picked Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. Tom Brady's 43. Kevin Hart's 41. So you got it right, Galen.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Peyton Manning. Who's older, Peyton Manning or Tom Brady?
Oh, Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning.
Okay, by 1 year, he's 44. The Rock Johnson. Who's older?
Who?
The Rock Johnson.
Or
The Rock. The Rock is older. Yeah. The Rock was there.
Corey?
Rock came out of college and doggone
with Warren Sapp. So I'm going with Rock. Right. I go with Rock.
You got both right. All right, so that makes y'all even. Last question. I'm in my segment.
Who is older? Which y'all probably got this. Tony Romo or Tom Brady?
Oh, this is Tom Brady, baby. Tom the Dom.
Romo.
No, not Romo, dog. It's Tom Brady, baby.
It's Tom Brady. Romo's 40. Tom Brady's 43. Tom Brady's
Okay,
43. Hey,
Romo
hey,
just
hey.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'm sorry. I wrote down bonus, and I want y'all to get this and the viewers can chime in too. Who was the only cornerback to intercept Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers in the same season?
Cornerback.
No cheating, Corey.
Darrell Reeves.
QB.
Darrell Reeves.
Cornerback.
Darrell Reeves.
What you say, Corey?
I'm
Cromartie.
You can't have four multiple guesses, man.
Hey.
You just cheating. Hey, no, that's a horse. No, that's a pig. No, that's a cow.
I was going with Brown. What's his boy named? Josh Brown. I mean, Brown, the cornerback that plays for the Bills now. No. I go with Sherman.
Talib did in 2009.
Akeem Talib.
Akeem Talib in 2009.
Okay.
So
good
hey
question.
man,
Good question.
hey, I appreciate y'all joining me in Princess Dimes is my segment. G, my host, my boy, take it over.
Yes, sir. Hey, great segment, dog. That was some interesting, fun topics, man. I loved it. We got Mike Franklin on YouTube, man, watching. It's been a minute, dog. It's been a minute. We missed you, bro. And then Chuck, man, Little John, he said he had to go, man. He said appreciate you all, man. Great show. Appreciate you watching, y'all. Appreciate you all watching. All right, so I got a little game I want to play too, man.
Okay.
And this is called Over Under, and I'm sure y'all probably seen it or heard before, man. I'm just gonna give y'all a couple questions, a couple names, man, and I want to know y'all over and under on these, man. And I'll write them down and see if we are right on Wednesday when we come back. Okay. All right. So the first one is Diggs. Stephon Diggs, man. 2 touchdowns. Over or under? Corey,
I got over. I think he scored 3 touchdowns.
3? Okay. Whoa.
He's the leading receiver in Bills history, and that's the only offense they're gonna have. So they're gonna target him at least half the game or most of the game. So let's take a stop.
3 in one game.
I think.
I like it.
Hey, you got to lay it down. Hey, you gonna come to play? You're not gonna come to play. I think he got. I'm taking over.
All right, Brady and Rodgers 4 TDs.
Go ahead, Corey.
Under. Because it's gonna be a running game. I thought about it. When I said that Rodgers is gonna have 4, but that 32 degrees is gonna be that's my catalyst right there between.
There you go. That's your kryptonite to the whole game, huh?
There you go. That's that third player. 32 degrees. Old man weather.
Oh yeah, you ain't lying because my bones get cold when it's even 60, 50 degrees here.
Man, let something hit your hand or your toes.
Just cut it off.
Hey, you go out there with 30 degrees, you drop one of the packages y'all carry on your foot. What's going to happen?
Hey, listen. Hey, man, listen. It's a metal truck, man. Listen, you get hit with something, it's going down.
You know it's going down.
What you got, Mike? Over under, baby.
I got under. I have to agree because it's gonna be hard to pass. It's gonna be hard to pass today. They say it's not gonna be snow, but it's still gonna be 30 degrees. But they're not guaranteed. Like I said, with the wind factor, with wind, it could be a certain degrees, but when the wind is blowing, oh brother, it's a lot colder than this. They say with the wind blows, it's gonna be 21 degrees. So the ball's gonna be hard. Your hands are gonna be cold. It's not they can have hand warming. So I think it's gonna be a running game. So I will go with under.
Mike Franklin said Green Bay running game. Man, he said he never seen nothing like that before. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What you been watching?
He said that they don't have a running game. He thinks it's all gonna be on Rodgers, man. He said Rodgers throwing for 3 by himself.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You ain't got to know no running game. Go outside at 32-degree weather and just hit the ground.
Yeah. Let me. You go out and no, 32 grams. Let me throw this hard football at you and see what you do with it.
All right. Fournette and Jones.
Yeah,
over
Let's
under
get
110 yards combined.
I will go with the over on Fournette. I think he has to have a big game day. I will go with you. I think he's gonna get his 110 yards.
Okay, that's both of them together. 110.
Because they're gonna run Fournette. They're gonna run Fournette into the ground, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, between the both of them. Yeah, between the both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with it too, man. Because like I said, the prediction they were talking about 180. You know, because it's gonna ground and pound. You know,
Yeah.
They want to. They don't want to put it in, you know, like I said, the hands of Mahomes if his toe messed up. They don't want to put it in, you know, Rodgers or none of these quarterbacks. They don't. You know, listen, we're gonna ground and pound because it's too cold. You know, if you're throwing a football in 32-degree weather, you might as well throw a brick at it. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey,
it's like throw the brick.
Corey, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. What is the cold weather going to affect Patrick Mahomes' toe? I didn't even think about that. Because it could affect his running mobile ability.
Man, that man don't even feel his toe, dog. You know he getting a shot. No.
hey. What if somebody step on that toe though? You know, what if we got? Hey, if I'm a defensive guy and I'm trying to be dirty,
there you go.
Yeah, he ain't gonna feel it during the game. So Mike said Green Bay hasn't had a run game since the Super Bowl, their first Super Bowl.
Oh
he
my
said
God.
since the Ice Bowl. That bad boy went way back.
He ain't been watching. He ain't been watching old Aaron. Then he ain't been watching.
He ain't been watching.
He ain't been watching
They don't
Aaron,
get
man.
a lot of Green Bay games in LA, dog. You know that. So Bills over under 4 sacks.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So y'all telling me Mahomes' his foot is hurting, man. Y'all telling me he's not able to scramble. Would they be able to sack Mahomes? That's how he got hurt last time. He got
I think the Bills. I think the Bills will be able to get to Mahomes today. I do. I go to over. I think if they play their game right, the Bills should end up with 3 sacks.
Oh no, over 4. I got 4.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 4. Over 4.
Over 4?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Oh man, he's never even when he's hurt, he's never been sacked 4 times. Now they've done the enemy have done a great job at putting that front 4 and a tight end. You know that tight end, even Kelsey will block for that dude until they'll hold before they'll let him touch the ground too much. You know, so I can't go with the over. I'm gonna go with under. I'm under.
Okay.
So I say he may get touched twice, but I don't think they put too much in. Like I said, this is that $200 million, $250 million man, or whatever, $250 million quarterback. And man, they put that line up in front of him, so they can get the money out of him.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
So I got a stat for y'all, man. Mike Franklin has pulled up a couple stats, man. In snow games, Rodgers has completed 209 out of 330 passes for 2,857 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions.
Give me that number again.
2,857 yards.
No, the completion.
22 touchdowns and 5 interceptions in the snow.
I'm saying, what you said, 209 for how many?
209 of 330 passes.
Okay. How many has he won?
That's a good question. How many has he won?
Tom Brady is 9-4 snow games.
9-4. Okay. Hey, I'm liking these stats, boys.
Check this out. That means you complete your passes 63% of the time.
That's high.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
But how many games has he won?
How many of those games are wins, Mike? If you can pull
Since
that
he's
up,
been
man.
to the Super Bowl the last time.
Yeah.
How many games has he won?
I
That's
like
what I
that.
want to know.
I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
I got one more for y'all, man.
Okay.
Over under. Kelsey. Travis Kelsey. 85 yards. Over under. He had a pretty good game against them last time they played.
Ooh. Can I go even? Can I go right at 85?
Boy,
Okay,
that boy,
okay.
he be riding that fence, boy.
Well, I'm dangling right now, boy. On that one, I'm dangling right now. Okay. It's gonna be a cold game. I'm gonna go under. I think he'll get about 75, 80 yards. I don't think he's going to reach 85 today.
Okay.
Because like I said, it's going to be cold, and if they stay on Patrick Mahomes, they're going to go after the other wide receiver. I think they're going to go after him more and use Kelsey more as a blocker.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going over.
You going over? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going over. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
All right. Sammy Watkins, he's active now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got Harden, on wide out from Georgia.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He's active. Then you got what's your boy Tyreek Hill. Yeah. I mean, it's too many weapons that they're gonna have to, attend to as far as their wideouts are concerned. When that and your boy Patrick Mahomes does a great job of going through his progressions and them reads.
Okay.
And I go with 85 yards. I go with it.
Okay. I like it.
That's even, like I was saying. That's even. He said over or under.
He said going over, right? You said over.
Over. I'm going over. I'm going with over.
Okay, so you don't think he'll get 100?
I think he can get 85 and and more. I think he'll meet, like, if I were a betting man with Vegas, I go with over, because like he'll get 85 plus a little bit more.
Okay. All right.
Did y'all know that Tampa has never won a snow game? Not one, not even just in the playoffs.
No, they've never been there.
Won.
But they got to go to the quarterback, so they can't get hyped up for this game. They say that, okay, but listen, same thing, and this is a good thing. Listen to this, Corey. This is a good thing. They think Michael Vick can go down there and beat Brett Favre in a dome, and they went down there and spanked them. So I don't, you know what I'm saying?
And
there's a
lot of things
you can't
Tampa
say that.
done, because Tampa they have never just been a good team. They had that run with that defense, that Tony Dungy had.
Yeah,
they've never
right.
been a team that you can, lay your hat on, man. So they got a lot of never have done type things in their organization.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a great day today, fellas. It's gonna be a great day. Get your popcorn ready. It's gonna be a great day today.
Man. So we ain't talked enough about my Cowboys, man, today. So I have to talk about my Cowboys, man. Gerald McCoy, the ex Tampa Bay Buck, the one we signed to be our D tackle, who got injured right before the season started, man, and we released him. But he got released, but he still stayed in contact with our young D tackles, man. Neville Gallimore, Antoine Woods, and he coached him up, man, from Zoom calls while he was out rehabilitating. He still stayed involved with the Cowboys in that manner, man. Should we sign him back this year? He's up there. He's up there in age, but he's still productive. Before he got injured, he was still productive.
Okay. As a coach?
No, as a player. Gerald McCoy.
If he could be productive, yeah. You can make him a player coach. If he could be productive, put him in when you need him. I think anybody that you feel is going to be contribute to our defense or contribute to the team, I should say, any way possible that's going to make it successful, give him a shot. Everybody deserves a shot. Injuries are part of the game since the beginning of time. And people have come back from it, people have not. Like Kevin Durant came back. Dominic Wilkins came back. There's people that came back from injuries. So if he feels that he can be a factor and he can be a contributing part of our team, then by all means, sign him back.
The question is, could he sign with anybody else? Why would y'all want to bring him back? That's the question. McCoy,
I think
he's had his time, but at the same time, like at this point, I think the last couple of years, if I'm not mistaken, he's been a little injury prone too, right?
I think he was pretty healthy with Carolina. I thought he came from Carolina after he left Tampa Bay, went to Carolina, played a couple years there, and had a pretty good season with them, man. He was just a free agent last year, man. So we thought we had picked up a pretty dominant player, man. I think he's a great locker room guy, and he fits what we're running. If we're running that 4-3, like Daryl says down there, man, he's what you want in the middle. He's a stopper, man. He's a run stopper, and Lord knows we struggled against the run this year.
Mm-hmm.
We contribute.
I definitely think not only for on the field, but just for the locker room, man. I think you can't have. I think what players of his caliber do in the locker room is invaluable, man. I think it's really probably more than what they do on the field. Just to show the young ones how to film watch and how to prepare each year. I definitely I would love to have him back, man. I think
mentor
is a keeper.
But y'all not okay. You're not thinking that you're getting the Gerald Mccoy of 2010 that played for the Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying? This is 2020. Going into the 21 season. Is he gonna be that same guy?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Are you bringing him in here to mold these young cats, or do you want him to be an impact player?
I want him to be. I think he could still be an impact player. I think and Ndaka Masu Kansu Asu. I'm jacking his name all up. I think they're around the same age, man, and he's still productive. I think Gerald McCoy can be have that same productivity, man, for the Cowboys.
But then Dominican Sue is an Iron Man. This dude don't miss no game, bro.
Yeah.
This dude bring his lunch pail, and he's still dirty. He in the same cat that he was when he was at Detroit, but and Dominican don't miss no game.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think, man, it was those one of them injuries that they seem to happen in football. You can't. It was a fluke accident. He didn't. He just getting a regular block, man, and just tore his doggone ACL.
It was fluke accident.
Fluke accident, and I think a lot of it is no off season, man. We didn't get the training camp and the off season that they all needed, and his body wasn't ready for that at that time, man. But I think with a full off season, a mini camp, I definitely think, man, he can come back and be close to what he was in Carolina, and that's all you can ask for. So I definitely want him back, man. Definitely want him back. Like I said, not just for on the field, but for off the field too.
You got it, dog. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, man. All right. So let's move on to the NBA talk. We touched on it a little bit earlier, man. Let's talk about. I want to do another over and under. We picked who we would like to see in the NBA Finals, man. But let me just throw some other teams out there that we haven't really talked about, and we'll do an over under on them. The Cleveland Cavaliers. This is gonna make y'all think a little bit. Right. Over and under 37 games.
Under.
There's only 72 games.
Oh, it's only 72 game series?
Yeah, 72 game season.
Under.
Man. So, okay, that was quick. Okay, I ain't even had to say nothing else.
Yeah, because they're like what? They might be the 8th seed in the East if lucky.
No, they right now. I think right now they're like the 6th or 7th right now.
Okay, but once it starts getting into after the All-Star break, what happens after the All-Star break every year? They take off, bro.
Yeah, teams show
take
up.
Off.
Yeah,
They
TV
show up.
Yeah, yeah.
They show up. And by that time, the Nets have been played together good. The Sixers have been got together. The Heat have been got together.
Oh, so you thinking the
Boston
Nets
would have
gonna
been
get
got
better?
together.
You thinking the Nets gonna get better? I see. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. If they play a little bit more defense, I mean, come on, man. They should have a better record they have right now, but they still got the gel.
Yeah,
They still got the
they
gel
don't
to
play
figure
no
out who's
defense.
going to do what.
They don't play no defense.
Mm-mm.
So you're
They
saying
gotta
it's a 72 game season. So, and you said the
37 and
over
35. That'll be their
37.
record if they win 37 games.
I take that. I take the over. I take the over.
Take the over. Okay.
Yeah, I take the over.
Okay.
I think those players that they got from from New Jersey, that beef defense and the confidence is there now. I've watched them little young boys play, and they're playing with, they got nothing to lose. So for me, like a little bit over 500 ball, I think they can get it. And right now, the way the season is started, you got to look at it like this: the Wizards ain't doing a whole lot. The Hornets, I think the Heat may turn around. The Raptors look terrible. The Magic and Bulls, I keep watching the Bulls get handled, pretty evenly, though, but it's just too many other teams that's coming into play that I think they're gonna follow,
Okay.
So I think they'll end up having something to say. Like right now, they're number 6, in the East. 6 out of 14 ain't bad,
They ain't bad.
Yeah.
So they in the playoffs right now.
Yeah. If the playoffs started right now, they'll be in there. But what I'm hoping is before the All-Star break, if we talking about this right now as far as Cleveland is concerned, like I said, my wife is a Cleveland fan. I want to see them, do all right. If at the All-Star break, if they close to 20, I think they can get it.
I think I'm going with the over on them too, man. I think they'll get about 40-41. I think they get about 40-41. So
you know what the problem with that is?
Yeah.
If y'all pick that means your Hawks ain't gonna make it.
No, the Hawks gonna be up above them.
Right now, they're pretty much neck and neck when it comes down to it in their schedule.
They neck and neck, but
I'm telling you.
The Hawks are number 5, right?
Hawks are actually they're actually number 7 after
number
last.
7.
Yeah, they 8 and 7.
7.
Yeah, they're 8 and 7.
Yeah,
but right now,
I mean, who y'all picking, the Hawks or Cleveland?
But they got the same record. Cleveland and the Hawks got the same record.
But who y'all picking?
Same record.
Cleveland. Okay, so you agree that Cleveland will have either between the 6th seed and 8th seed, right? Is that what y'all agree on?
I got the Hawks at the 5th or the 4th seed.
No, that's too high.
There's a Street Fighter game that's actually $50. You think we can try to get the Street Fighter game?
I don't know. We'll see.
Street Fighter. That's
sorry, y'all heard that? I'm sorry.
What happened, man? I got kids too, brother. Hey, we understand.
She wants Street Fighter at PlayStation 4, and I'm not paying $60 for a Street Fighter game. 50 or not,
man.
Yeah. So okay, next over under. Nets.
Who? The Nets.
The Nets. Brooklyn Nets. The 5th seed. Over under.
How many games?
It's 72 games.
I'm saying, what's the over? How many? You said 32. You still
the 5th seed. Are they gonna be higher than the 5th seed or lower than the 5th?
Oh,
higher.
Seed.
Mike, you said higher.
Higher.
Okay.
Come on, think about it, Corey. It's gonna be the Sixers between the Sixers, the Nets, and Bucks,
Boston.
and the Celtics.
I'm slipping on the Pacers right now.
That's your top 4 right there. That's your top 4 right there.
Hawks.
No, I don't think the Pacers have enough firepower to get it to punch the top 4. That's what I'm saying. The Pacers. I think the Pacers are going to have the 5 seed. I mean, think about it. I mean, you got the Celtics. They got 2
Pacers over the Hawks.
I got yeah. Actually, I do. I got the Pacers over the Cavaliers too. Actually,
game right
now. I'm telling you, this is what I do. I got the Sixers, the Nets, the Celtics. Actually, no, I got the Sixers, the Nets, the Bucks, the Celtics, the Pacers, and I'm gonna go with the Hawks. And then a sleeper for you, New York Knicks might pull that MC though. The Knicks might slide in there. They've had a good season.
Yeah.
They had a couple of drawbacks, but they're coaching, like we've been talking about coaching all show.
Yeah.
That coaching for New York is phenomenal, man. I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, this is a great thing about this season, dog.
Yeah.
We got so many changes, so many coaching changes. It's a pick 'em pretty much, except for the top seeds in the West. But it's pretty much a pick 'em, especially in the East.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
do your research.
Hey,
Do your research before you put your money out there.
I got hope that the Miami Heat are gonna turn it around like they did last year. They stayed under the radar, and I think they're gonna be in that mix too. I watched that guy. What's his name? Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
I like
went off.
Yeah, I like that guy. And Jimmy Buckets right now. He normally turn it on after the All-Star break. You know what I'm saying? He normally get into playoff form after the All-Star break. So for some strange reason, I feel like he's gonna be there.
You're right.
To kind of get back. Like I said, we didn't expect them to be in the finals last year. But hey man, I think Jimmy Bucket's gonna have something to say.
Okay,
hey, Corey.
So Corey, where you got him? Over or under?
I got him over. Nets.
You got him over?
Yeah, I got him over.
Okay. Hey, Corey, quick question for Galen Starks. Do you think the Miami Heat deserved to be in the finals of the bubble last year, or do you think another team did?
Last year, because they thought the Bucks was gonna be there, right? I didn't have a whole lot vested last year when I was watching the bubble, because at first I was kind of conflicted with it. I just didn't know how they were doing it. I watched a lot of games. I didn't know that was my first year watching the bubble in its entirety. But I didn't have a problem with the Heat being there. They were that feel good team last year. They were the unexpected, heroes that made it to the finals. And I think, like I said, with the bubble, anybody could have made it.
Okay.
If you made it to the bubble, anybody could have been there.
Except for the Clippers. Except for the Clippers, dog.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it working.
Daryl said the Heat, definitely the Heat, man, they're gonna be in there. Make sure you put the Heat in the playoffs.
Okay.
He said they'll turn it around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, Celtics over under 50 wins. Does that mean they'll go over? Okay. Yeah. I ain't got to write the numbers down for you.
Hey, over, dog. They got too many. They got too many. They got too many scores, man. Hey, man, they might not be the top. They might not be the big three like the Nets, but them boys play together really well, man. Okay. They play together. Brown, man, them boys play together really well, man. I think
when Kemba is healthy,
yeah, them boys, man, they got a squad, bro.
Got a squad.
Yes. Okay. You going 50 plus too?
I'm going with the over. Okay. I give him 50. I give him 55.
My boy.
Okay, 55 and 20.
Yeah, man.
My boy.
What's the record right now, y'all? What's the record right
now? Standings. Let's see. The Celtics are 86 right now.
Yeah, 86.
Okay, so you got them losing 14 more games. Okay. All right.
But Kemba, I said, but look, on top of that, Kemba missed the first 5 games.
Yeah.
He had the rib injury. He came back, and then, I think he missed one other game. So that they've been winning without him, but he's a floor general. You know what I'm saying?
Tatum's missed the last 3 games.
There you go. So we always talked about that, a healthy squad. When you got a healthy squad, they're gonna be a problem.
All right. Last one for this one, man. Over under Clippers. 3rd seed.
Oh, okay. Under. I think the Jazz is gonna be a 3rd seed. Ooh. No, actually, no. I'm sorry. I got that wrong. I think the Clippers will be the 3rd seed. I think the Jazz will be the 2nd seed.
Okay.
So I'm looking at it, man. That's I'm looking. They've been playing phenomenal. They beat a couple of strong teams.
Okay.
Jazz is 12-4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I take the over on this one.
Yeah, the over.
I take the over. Wait a minute, no. Let me change. I'm changing mine. Under. They're not a playoff. They're not playoff ready yet.
Okay.
How do you know? You don't think the experience in the bubble kind of got them ready to go? I mean, think about it, man. They went through a lot of stuff, and they came up short. But I think the worst person that got snubbed in the bubble, I hate to change something real quick, but I want to see if y'all agree with me, was Suns, Phoenix. Yeah, it was Phoenix because they went undefeated.
Yeah, in the bubble. Yeah.
They were undefeated, man. They beat everybody in the bubble, and just because
they had an opportunity, they just started off they were so far behind. It was
they could.
There was too
much
to try to get in, man.
Yep.
So Donovan Mitchell is running the point. You got is Rudy Gobert back yet? Is Rudy playing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rudy. All right. The only person I like, what's your boy on that came from the Lakers? They got Clarkson.
Oh, and Clarkson, Clarkson, Jordan.
And what's your boy name that played for the Memphis Grizzlies? Point guard. Mike Conley.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Mike Conley.
Is Mike Conley starting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He played point. They moved what's name to the 2.
Yeah.
All right. When I did the names that I just gave to you, none of them was, with the exception of Mike Conley, has gone deep into the playoffs to win. None of them have. Nobody has depth in terms of playoff experience. Whatever. Now Donovan Mitchell playing his butt off. But when it gets time, after the All-Star break, who knows how to start transitioning these boys into playoff mode. We just talking about that with Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Buckets said, I had to get these boys ready for the playoffs. Who has experience? None of them.
So so nobody got Portland knocking anybody out over there?
No. I do, but to Corey's point, Corey, we only got 4 teams that had playoff experience: the Lakers, Clippers, Trailblazers, and Mavericks. Everybody else don't have it. So the Nuggets have been there, but they haven't been as far. So I mean, it's like I said, it's still a toss-up. It all depends on what type of chemistry you're going to bring into the rounds and who your matchups are. It's all about matchups. I mean, you can't get ready until you've been there to get ready.
But you got to remember too. Now Phoenix, they got Chris Paul, who's been to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then they got Monty Williams as the coach now, who's been to the playoffs. So they got some. They got. I got the Clippers. I got the under on the Clippers, man. I don't think the Clippers gonna be as high as the 3rd seed.
I don't either. I agree. And if you say,
you got them going. You got them under the 3rd seed.
Yeah. No. I just got them at the 3rd seed.
Okay, I got you even.
Okay, because I'm sorry. Your question was, do we think the Clippers would be over the 3rd seed?
Yeah, over under the 3rd seed.
Oh, okay. But what Corey said,
you got them even. I'll give you an even on this one.
Because it's hard to say. It's hard to say between the Trailblazers, the Suns, and the Mavericks what they're gonna do, because they had the capability. Either one of those 3 teams had the capability. On the Nuggets, 4 teams. I'm sorry, had the capability of being the 3rd seed.
Yeah, that's why I got the Clippers going down.
Right now, the Blazers. I think the Blazers got some hurt players.
Yeah.
I think the Blazers, like I said, they're hovering at number 4 right now. 5. What is it, 4 or 5 in the West?
5.
Okay, Damian Lillard is hurt. CJ McCullough, he hurt that. I don't know if it's a toe. Or he hurt his foot too. And I think it's Melo. He's been out because they trying to do that COVID, thing or whatever for safety reasons. So that's 3 guys right there that ain't been playing just yet, and they still hovering in at 5 at the 5 spot right now. So I think they're gonna have something. They still got Nurkic. They still got Cantor, big guy. They got
I think
Derrick
Leonard is
Jones.
hurt too. I think Leonard is hurt for them as well. Leonard, I think he's hurt again. The big white guy, man, rebounder. I think he's hurt.
Yeah. What's up with that guy, Rodney Hood? Is he there?
Hood? That's a good question.
Is he there? Or is he with Utah?
I think he might be with Utah. I think Hood's with Utah.
Okay.
They got Melo.
I think Hood's with Utah.
They got Melo.
Yeah, because they traded Hood for Melo. I think they didn't trade him for Melo, but I think they traded him for another player and ended up picking up Melo because they needed the offense off the bench because Hood was gone.
Okay.
If I'm correct.
My dog Don is on, man. What's up, Big Don? Boy, where you been, bro? He says they'll still be the third seed, man. He said as the Clippers are the third seed. He agrees with you, Mike. And Daryl says, man, the Clippers are always gonna be the Clippers, man. They
I can expect that from D. I can expect that from D. That's what D gonna say.
Yeah,
I know that.
I definitely see them falling down, man. I think these young boys are gonna come up. I even think the Mavericks are gonna start playing better, and they're gonna make a run for that top 4 seed as well, man. Yeah. And so, so is Rodney Hood with the Trailblazers? He said Rodney's been balling, so he must be. He might be.
So who you with?
I'm about to find out. I'm about to
Okay.
find out. He might be with the Trailblazers. Big Don, let me know, man. Which team he playing for? Yeah, man. I think that West is boy.
Yeah.
But let me tell you this though about the Clippers, man. And Paul George is playing like Paul George in Indiana.
Lights out. He's playing lights out ball right now.
Yeah, Paul George is playing like he was back in the day. And he there. Rodney, you was right, man. Rodney is with
Trailblazers.
Trailblazers.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, we got that. Nice.
Look,
hey,
Don came back and said he balled out one game.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Clippers, man. I like what they're doing right now, but I don't see them, dog. I don't see them. I think them young boys, man, are going to be a problem for them, man. I think the Mavs gave them a problem last year, and if they match up with them, they're gonna have some problems because Porzingis is back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
he can shoot the rock. He can shoot the rock. Yep. Yeah, and he can shoot the rock. Believe that.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. Now he's still to me, he's still ginger. You know, I'm gonna use that word lightly. He's still, you know, he'll play, but he's gonna lose you. These days, he's gonna lose you about 20 games a season. You know, because he's a big guy, but he's a little fragile. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most he got a little muscle on his legs, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, put a little bulk on that body.
Yeah.
Put a little bulk on it.
But he can shoot without a doubt.
Oh yeah, he's a unicorn, dog. He can do it all, man.
Yeah, I give him that.
Give him that, dog.
Don said he's special. He's a special talent, man. That kid is special. Special.
Yes, sir.
Y'all giving him a little bit too much now. I say good player, special.
We'll see. Hey. It's still snowing on the field right now and out there in Green Bay, so it might be a snowy game. They got Tom walking around out there right now, so it's about a couple of minutes for game time, but it's snowing, so we're gonna see.
So Don says the Clippers and Brooklyn will both be out before the conference finals. And guess what? I agree with him. I don't think either one of those teams are making it to
the because I went with the Sixers anyway. So yeah, I agree.
No, the conference finals. So they'll play the Sixers if you're saying for the finals.
Oh, he says the conference finals.
Yeah, conference finals. They leave about a second round.
Nah, I think they'll make it to the conference finals. The Nets have too much firepower. The Clippers, probably be out before the conference finals, but I think the Nets gonna make it because they got too much firepower, man. You got too much firepower.
Stop nobody.
But if you can outscore them, what difference does it make?
Look,
if you can outscore them, if it comes down to 1.5 or 2.7 seconds on the clock, and you got the ball in your hand, you're down by 2 or 3, or down by 2 or 1, and you give it to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, or James Harden, you guarantee to win. Well, no.
They just lost.
You're right.
I'm going with the 76ers and the C's. I think the Celtics, that's going to be your Eastern Conference.
Because defense is because you're right. You're right.
Right now, yes.
Nets don't have no bigs. They don't have no bigs to really get in there.
They're getting out rebounded, and when the playoffs come, that's when the physicality comes.
Yes, sir.
And if you don't have nobody to battle down there, you gonna be in trouble. They gonna be in trouble.
Trouble, boy.
They
in trouble.
They got out rebounded by like 20, dog, against the Cavs.
The Saints?
Yeah, no, the Nets.
Nets, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just don't have any bigs down there, man. They don't have.
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan is not enough.
No, he's not enough.
He's not enough.
So he on the backside of his career.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, he on the backside of his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they gonna struggle, man. They are gonna struggle.
Yes,
I honestly got them losing in the first round. I got both teams losing in the first round.
It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting, and that's all I know.
Yeah. So the Western Conference Finals. So you give me your Eastern Conference Finals. Give me your Western Conference Finals.
Oh, I got Western Conference. I got the Lakers, of course. And I think the Nuggets. Lakers and the Nuggets.
So you think the Nuggets gonna come on strong towards the end, huh? They gonna figure it all out.
Yeah, they did. They did in the bubble.
Yeah,
but so I mean, I think once they get together, that they have a hard two pair to stop. So I think it's gonna be, my opinion, is gonna be the Lakers and the Nuggets.
Okay.
I got the Clippers and the Warriors.
What? Really? What? You got to be playing, right?
Clippers and the Warriors.
We're about to mute your mic, dog. Are you what? Boy, stop it. Stop it.
I got Clippers and Lakers, man. Clippers and Lakers.
All right.
Okay. What everybody thought was gonna be last year.
Yeah, Clippers and Lakers. Yeah, I'm going with, I said,
the same people. You got the Clippers. Hey, look. He got the Clippers, right? They got spanked by the Nuggets. They came back 3-1 on them, and the Clippers had 13-point lead, 7-point lead, 20-point lead, and Nuggets came back and spanked them. But you got that same thing. Okay.
I'm going Lakers, of course. I'm going Lakers, of course. And I think my pick earlier this season, man, was the Trailblazers earlier.
Okay.
I don't know if I can really go to Trailblazers anymore, man. If they don't get healthy, I don't see them doing much. So I got to see them play healthy again before I can pick them again. I'm going to Mavericks, man.
Okay.
I'm going Lakers and Mavericks.
Mavericks.
I think the Mavericks are starting to put it together. They're starting to play better, man. I think they're going to be a problem for a lot of teams, a matchup problem for a lot of teams. A lot of teams can't guard Porzingis or Yonka. So I think
Luka Doncic.
Yeah, Luka Doncic, man. What I call him Yonka? I call him man Yonka. Luka.
Luka. Yeah, I don't know who Ivanka was.
I'm glad y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm glad
that man Yonka. I hope he ain't watching. Yonka.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, Luka, man. Luka is going puts that team over the top, man. And like I said, they have matchup problem for everybody else but the Lakers. So that's who I'm going with, man. That's my surprise.
That's good. I can respect that.
Yeah. Don says, man, the Clippers, if they want to be successful, they need to leave PG as their number one scorer, and not try to make Kawhi Leonard the number one. You let PG be the man, and he plays better being the man. He doesn't play better. He doesn't play well being the number two guy.
But I'm saying, do you think that Kawhi Leonard is their number one scorer right now, though? Is he the number one guy?
No, he's not.
I think PG is. I think that's why they're playing better. I think I think when PG is not the number one guy, I think he seems to tend to struggle a little bit.
He got to get his shots
likes to be in the forefront. Yeah. So I actually agree with that. I actually agree with that. So Don says LA a sweep. Uh, which LA will sweep the Mavericks? You talking about the Mavericks in the first round? Ooh.
Are they going back to the bubble again this year?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
No, I don't think so. Why would they go back to the bubble if they're already playing in the different stadiums? That wouldn't make any sense because they're gonna do that. They would start from the bubble again. I don't think they had a lot of had too much mental stress on the players. I don't think they agreed to go back to the bubble.
That is true.
I mean, they'd already got it out, so I don't think it's going to be no fans, and it's going to be the conference games and the playoffs in different people's stadiums.
But so
y'all see what
but they're having a bunch of issues, dog, with COVID. People catching COVID, man. Not being in the bubble. So could you go into a playoff game without having a Jaylen Brown, a Tatum?
Find out.
You know,
Find out.
So would that, and it probably honestly be best to go back to the bubble for the
reason,
so you can get everybody at full strength.
The reason why they created the bubble last year was so they can have, like I said, they wanted to protect the NBA playoffs. They wanted to make sure that this was televised. They wanted to make sure that they had a champion. They wanted to make sure that they had players healthy. And, you couldn't leave. You had to stay down there. Now, I still didn't realize how they chose the bubble teams that they chose. But, hey, man, listen, I think if they bring the bubble back, that means that they're concerned with this COVID like we are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They took the first 9 teams in each conference, and they decided to give, instead of the first 8 teams, the first 9 teams for the playoff game. That's how they decided to choose what it was. That's how they went with it. And so that's how the Blazers ended up getting in and Phoenix ended up getting in because they were the 9th seeds, hopefully, but they did have one playoff game.
They had a play-in.
A playing game, yeah. So
okay. One. So Don said they're looking to, he says no to the bubble. He don't want to do the bubble either. And they're looking to add a few fans later on in the season. But it's when that playoff come, man, you can't they postponing games now. You can't postpone games in the playoffs, dog.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to make a decision about how you're gonna do it.
Right.
And like I said, if you go to a game and someone ends up catching COVID and then they have to sit down as their star player, are you really winning a championship then at that point? You know what I mean? Are you?
Yeah.
It's so much. So I that's why I think the bubble is definitely should be in play, man. We got Big Phil watching, man. Appreciate y'all joining, Big Dog. Phil gave us his picks, man. He has the Lakers and Clippers in the Western Conference Finals, and he has the Nets and the Sixers in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
So,
man, my chicken wings gonna taste good at the end of this one.
Look, I see, and there's nobody's going with the Hawks. Huh?
Let me tell you, dog. My chicken wings gonna taste good. That 20 piece with all them fries, but I'm coming to Atlanta for that, especially.
Only thing I can hope is that the Hawks are there. You know what I'm saying? I think nobody right now, wants to make the assessment that the Hawks are going to be in the finals or anything like that. But you just hope that they're there to create a little storm, or just a little bit of thunder. You know what I mean? I just want to see them relevant.
I got him leaving the first round, man. I got him going to the second round.
Okay. AC.
Yeah, definitely got him going to the second round.
Okay.
And Don is absolutely right, man. Don said that COVID is killing dog on Las Vegas. Killing them, dog. Killing them. Far as the gambling. Because you can't really gamble, man, because you don't know who's gonna play. You know? So you're absolutely right on that, dog. Absolutely right. Big Phil says the Nets will pick up some size. They have to make they have a trade exception with the injury of Spencer.
Who they gonna trade?
Give up something though. You're gonna you can trade it Spencer or whatever, or you can get somebody, but all the teams that have bigs, they're all in playoff run too. Like
They're not giving them up. I don't know who
you're
they're
not
gonna
giving
get.
them up. You don't.
They're ready to go try to get the DeVell McGee.
Yeah, but really, they threw the
but
kitchen sink
Cavs
at.
want him.
Yeah. They threw the kitchen
Cavs
sink
want
at the
him,
Cavs and Houston. You know, they gave away, you know, the pick up Harden. It wasn't no easy, you know, you wasn't gonna get them for free.
Yeah.
They threw the kitchen sink at.
Yeah.
It sure enough wasn't.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
It's that. I mean, they need to, but it's gonna be hard for them to get some bigs, man. Unless they go up to Towns,
Carl Anthony
for Minnesota, but he don't play no defense. So,
he doesn't.
Far as defensive players, man, I don't know too many bigs out there that's gonna play defense.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, boy. Let me tell you. We'll see, though, man. Like I said, man.
We're gonna see it. This is what makes sports. This is why we're here. This is what we do. We do now to talk about the uncertainty, to talk about what can happen, what will happen, what our opinions are is gonna happen. And that's what makes it so exciting between football and basketball, man.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so exciting.
This is the new norm, man. Don says it's the new norm. I hate it. I hope it's not the new norm. So Big Phil said, man, they can try to go after Whiteside. Now I forgot Whiteside was where's Whiteside at now? Is he
still with the Heat?
Is he with no Portland? Is he with Portland?
Trailblazers. He with Trailblazers.
Trailblazers.
Yeah, they're not letting him go. They're not letting him go.
Or McGee. But like I said, I think the Cavs want McGee because they're in the playoff run right now, man. I don't think you want to get rid of that, man. You know, you want to try to find a team that's not really doing well, but I guess they do have an overload over there in Cleveland. They got Andre Drummond, they got Allen, and McGee. You know, as far as defense, they play good defense, man. So maybe they could kind of sway McGee away. So yeah. So you might be right on that, Phil. But if I was the Cavs, I wouldn't trade him away to Brooklyn. I'm not trying to help y'all get better.
All right.
I'm gunning for y'all spot.
Yeah, there you go.
Unless they call this going in the rebuild mode, which right now ain't nobody doing that. Not right now, you know.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But
hey, man, this has been a great show, man. We've gone on for 2.5 hours, dog. Don't even seem like it.
I know, right?
This is awesome, man. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you all out there that's watching on social media, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. Big Phil, Big Don, man. Appreciate y'all jumping on, dog. I love y'all, man. Who else? Mel, appreciate you watching. Hey, that's Melanie from Fort Mac, dog.
Oh, it's Mel.
Mel from Fort Mac watching. Mom-in-law always watching. Bobby, Chuck, man, appreciate you jumping on, big dog. Stefan, my dog, man, appreciate the intel, man, the takes that you sent out, bro. Who else was on there? Who was missing? Oh, Nilo.
Yeah, shout out to RJ, my little brother.
Yeah, RJ was on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mike Franklin, appreciate you jumping on, big homie.
D was on.
Yeah. This has been. You are loved, my dog. You are loved, man. Hey, we love y'all, man. We'll be back on Wednesday. To go recap everything we did, the over and under, and then we'll start preparing for the Super Bowl.
No doubt.
Super Bowl. Hey, y'all better take the day off on the 7th. We're gonna have a late night Super Bowl run.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get vacation time in.
Hey, so I'm your boy G, man. That's my boy Prince. That's my boy Corey, man. Hey, we are out talking with G and my guys, man. We'll catch up with y'all, baby. We love y'all.
Alex Caruso.
Later.
Later, dog.